Greetings, humans. Welcome to the finals of the SMG Bidwars tournament. This is a match between a best of three series, rather, between Angels Lotuses. Wait, is Lotuses Angels? Something like that. And the Button Mashers. I am joined once again by InSync, and this is Potato Monza. Hello there.
Hello, hello, Potato. Excited to be here for this best of three. Once again, we see three jungle vamps coming in. A
And it's
lot
three
of respect.
ADC fans. It's Grandmaster ADC versus Grandmaster Jungler.
And here we
Respect
go,
the
the
king.
Mordekaiser.
Oh my god! Can we stop with the Mordekaiser?
Mordekaiser first pick, response with Sivir. Let's say if they're gonna go Tarek again. The Sivir Tarek.
They have shown a lot of priority on the Sivir throughout their tournament run. The button mashers they seem to gravitate towards that Sivir. They really love having that Sivir just sitting back, scaling up, pressing W.
Yeah,
Win.
it's easy front to back AD carry that you can't really go wrong with. Oh, there we go. The Malzahar is picked up once again, so they're prioritizing their comfort picks for their pocket picks. So it's the finals. They don't want to try anything like too bad or too experimental out there.
Well, the best of three series is where you get to experiment. I feel you can experiment
Game one, fun game. No.
one game for fun, and pretty strong scaling. And the response is the Javan obviously
Very strong right now, especially with the
a
double
recipient of
changes.
Riot's grace this patch,
hmm He's actually one of the best junglers right now, in my opinion.
alongside Veigar, Yumi, Aurelion Sol, and Annie, and numerous others.
So let's see. There we go. The Caitlyn comes out that I was talking about last game that I thought would have been good. This time gets picked up one of the premier AD carries in the current patches. It, in fact, has been pretty high up in the tier list for quite a few patches now, to be honest.
Yeah, Caitlyn has always been kind of weird in solo queue, but in organized fight is really good. And she did get nerfed this patch though. -2 base AD for Caitlyn, so
This,
insane nerfs.
despite the three jungle bans, we see the Graves coming in the first round of drafting. So
So
jungler taken out already, which is good. I feel like if you didn't pick the jungler, you'd see five jungle bans coming in.
that is true. And Karma being banned away, Alpha Rage has been playing that quite a lot.
It's a flex pick actually, Karma right now. Here we see the Gangplank being taken away. Quite a strong laner, has good team fight, scales really well. Honestly, if you can play Gangplank, he's like one of the best top laners by far.
Oh god, Gangplank is so obnoxious right now with the Prowler's Korog build where he outplays you
Oh
by
my god.
using that item and auto attacking you. And the Veigar ban to be expected. Veigar also uh slightly above average this patch, I'd say.
Yes, Veigar has been seeing a lot, very uptick in presence. A lot of people have been picking him up. The range buffs really helped him out, and I like the way the games go, where it's like bot lane focus. It's good to have another carry in the mid lane that you can rely on. Like I said, the Taric comes back again. The Taric Sivir bot lane. Guess they really liked how that went last game, and I don't blame them. So
Yeah. It's a nice comp to play. Both champions press R, you run fast, you don't take damage, you do a lot of AoE damage at least. Not that a
so
single target damage, but it looks like the response
oh,
is going to be
Sarah.
a heavy poke in the bot lane with the Caitlyn Zerath.
So let's see if the Zerath actually goes mid. Shout out to my friend out there if you're watching mid lane Zerath player.
Oh my
It
god!
might be. It might be. It might be.
It actually
It
is
might be. Oh
because
my
because
god.
I can confirm that Black Thief does play a lot of Zerath mid lane. So and of course Senna is just a guess. Senna is probably not mid lane.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. So yeah, we're gonna see a Zerath mid lane. I'm actually really excited. The Trundle comes in. Wasn't the best Trundle game the last time we saw it, but in a much better, more stable draft this time. So let's see how he fares this game.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to be a good front line. Ideally, you want Trundle against those really tanky, beefy top lane picks, and Mordekaiser can get beefy, but not in the same way as something like an On, a Shen, or maybe a Scion. But
Hmm.
we'll see. The Trundle has a lot of value into bruises as well. But the main point of contention that I would like to bring up is we have seen this Sivir Tarek lane work very well in the past, and most the time that it's been drafted into other champions that would like to run into them, which
Hmm,
is
exactly.
where they excel. But this time they're facing a Caitlyn and Senna, and
And Zerath.
that's Sivir getting outranged by both those champions. So a lot of poke going to be laid down in that bot lane.
A lot of folk gonna come down, and especially in the mid to late game, whenever there's an objectives up, the Zeraths will always like to ult and just take out like either the support or the ADC completely out of the fight. They don't have to kill you if they make you low enough. Well, you can't really fight in the objective, can you?
Yeah, it's also harder for Malzahar Sivir to deal with these longer range targets that aren't necessarily going to try and run into you, but
Hmm.
rather lay down fire from afar, and that's not what these champions exactly excel at.
Yeah, the only real hard engage they have is the Jarvan. So we'll see if that's a problem, though. Maybe they can capitalize on the fact that they don't have too much engage, and if they can close that gap, well, there's not much a Zed can do if the Trundle gets on his face and there's a pillar behind him.
Yeah, but there's going to be the Javan to get through. There's going to be the Mordekaiser to get through. Senna and her Shroud, her Root. There's a lot of stuff you need to get through. Caitlyn traps to
Yes,
get on top of the Zerat. So not a task easier said than done. Of course, Malzahar are always giving them
there's that threat always.
pretty powerful tools in terms of getting picks in the mid to late game.
But Malzar's gonna have a hard time getting to the backline this time. He has to walk through so much to try and get to the Caitlyn or the Senna. Those are the targets he'll be looking at. He can also ult the Jarvan if he's looking for a big engage, but I feel like the Jarvan is more for security and frontline rather than the big ultimate engages that he can do.
Yeah, very disruptive, very strong. Just overall, very strong jungle in the current patch. Like it does double down pretty well with the Caitlyn's and our bot lane. There's a lot of early game strength there with the Sivir. The Sivir Tarek going to be kind of weak in the early game, So
Yeah, they really
Tarek
need to
very
get the push level 1 or else they're just gonna get poked down by
and
this
and
kind of
and
Caitlyn.
my worry here is the main strength of the Sivir pick in the bot lane is going to be that really strong wave clear. And Caitlyn has pretty strong wave clear herself, and the big issue that I see here is with the heavy range disadvantage on the Sivir, she's going to take too much poke damage and chip damage from the Caitlyn and Senna to be able to actually utilize her wave clear advantage. And I think the Tarek is not going to be able to help us survive through enough of that.
Yeah, Tarek is in that middle ground of being like this kind of peeler, kind of engage, little bit of healing and shielding. It's not really going to be enough against the Caitlyn Senna if they get a lead like that. But we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I will agree with you, Potato. The range of the Caitlyn Senna Zerath is gonna be so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and this Zerath is just going to be happy chilling in mid lane, clearing wave after wave. And if something happens at top of bot, he can scooch a bit to the side and lay down fire with his ult. And it looks like we are going to go into the loading screen. And hopefully there won't be any stream issues this time because I'd say I might be running out of topics to speak about while staring at a black screen.
Well, let's all hope this game goes as smoothly as possible. We see the 3 honor melts are being taken. I actually really like it. That's a free skin.
I've been seeing that skin a lot recently, to be honest.
I don't think a lot of people deserve that, if I'm being really honest with you.
Wait, I thought is it not a skin that you can buy?
No, it's if you have full honor.
Oh, is that? Wait, I might have it.
Yeah, if you get full honor, you get that skin for free. It's
That's how you get it. That explains why I've been seeing a lot of that skin.
yeah, yeah. It's You remember you used to get like medieval Warwick and like medieval Twitch and Grey Warwick for
Yeah,
having
medieval Twitch and Grey Warwick. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
the throwback party. Anyways, we are on the left on the blue side. We have Lotus's Angel, starring Angel Lotus himself, the Lota man, and facing off against the button mashers. A lot of button mashing prowess was
shown
was
less.
included in this roster, but the
Oh,
action starts early as Holy Ghost and Kalakatta going to find a cheeky Trundle trying to run into their jungle.
Trundle top lane is gonna be interesting, especially into the Mordekaiser. I feel like whoever ults first loses. Trundle doesn't want to ult first. Trundle wants Mordekaiser to ult him. Oh, never
But
mind. The level
spicy
one.
stuff in the mid lane
Oh,
as
it's
it looks
taking
like
so
Demon
much
is going
damage.
to get caught out, but it looks like he is going to get away scot free this time. Nobody choosing to burn any summoners. So despite the few back and forth trades in the early game, all summoners well still very well up, and Invoker gets spotted out around the blue buff. Takes a
Yeah,
Q.
Invoker gets chunked a little bit, but he's gonna regen that back up if nothing else happens, and doesn't look like it. Oh, he's starting with the call.
This is actually quite interesting. I just noticed that he started with the Cull, and I don't think I quite agree with this. You're facing a Senna Caitlyn.
Yeah, no.
That's a really strong trade. Are you sure you want to start with the Cull?
Maybe it's he's thinking like, well, I'm gonna get pushed in anyways, so might as well capitalize on the waves that are gonna be crashing in. And it does have a little bit of Omnivamp, so it's not like it's not
This is what,
horrendous.
three healing, three on hit healing. So
Yeah,
we are really dealing with stonks here, and the
top
top
lane.
laners as usual just
I don't think Holy
duking
Ghost
it out.
win
And Holy
this.
Ghost
Oh
underestimating
no,
the
no,
level 1 Trundle. To
no!
the ignite being dropped down by both top
Oh,
laners, but it seems that they're both gonna just trade summoner spells and live to see another day. So pretty interesting because both we see both of the top laners not running teleport, and instead we have both mid laners running teleport, and
that's the meta we're in, the top lane island. But Gordon Ramos should have had that kill. He miscalculated his damage just a little bit. But he does get to crash this. Mordekaiser has to back, so he's gonna miss a few minions. He has a pretty decent CS lane this early into the game. Almost
yeah,
10 now.
does manage to get that
Oh,
level
Alpha
1 piece.
Rage.
And here we see Alpha Rage going really man mode. Does take a tower shot. Ouchies. You
Oh,
do not want
the
to take those.
Graves invade. He forces Jarvan out of the jungle. He's now
And this
has
is
no
this is
Jarvan.
this is really bad for the Javan. Now Kalakatta immediately decides to head over to the bot side jungle, pick up the blue buff instead so that he does not fall too far behind in farms. And it looks like it's going to be a vertical split for the junglers, where iBeast is stuck playing top side. Does show his face in the middle lane, so KK is going to know that he's heading over, going to try to stop him from getting
Yeah,
too much in that bot side jungle of his. But
if
blue
Jarvan
side,
doesn't get this, he's gonna be so far behind. And you can see the Graves is already here, but he's getting engaged on. Zerath misses basically everything. Good sidestep by Malzahar, but they're crashing onto him. Malzahar probably needs to burn some sums, rocks away, but it's a Graves that gets flashed on. He's gonna fall. First blood by Jarvan. Very well played there. They collapse on him, uses the pushing bot lane perfectly. That's why you pick the double ADC bot to get that push so you can rotate with your jungler just like that.
exactly. Graves tries to stop him from getting his bot side jungle in hopes that he
That's
can set
greedy.
the Javan really far behind. But his own bot lane really has no priority with this Civil
Yeah,
Tarek, and he just kind of gets collapsed. But it's not all doom and gloom, as while he does lose the blue buff, he should be able to catch his other camps and eventually break even in CS. But
yeah.
yeah,
Let's
first blood
see what
going over
happens.
to Kalakatta.
That's a bit of a mistake. At this level, you expect that players will look at the lane states and priorities before making these decisions. Bit of a mistake there, but let's see how he recovers this. Top laners now should be kind of farm fest there because none of them have spells anymore. They're probably waiting for six. As I say that,
No
Gordon
way.
Amos just goes in onto Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost does not win these extended fights at all because the Trundle Q does so much with the lethal tempo. He gets pushed back once again.
Actually goes fairly even in the trade because yes, the Trundle is pretty strong in these early levels, these early fights, but we have to remember that he was tanking the entire minimum minion wave and Ignite is dropped immediately as soon as it comes off cooldown. Gordon Ramos chooses to hold on to his Ignite for now, probably to use
Look
at
for
a later
Friday.
date, and
Yeah.
he's going to look to stay here and should be quite safe as his own jungler is hovering around, and KK is not looking to go for a dive anytime soon, it seems, and
Holy Ghost really impressed me there, holding on to his W at the perfect time when Gordon Ramos is too far in to disengage. That's the skill expression there to know when exactly you can shield yourself. The ult goes down, but I don't think they realize Xerath is here. Do they have enough for the kill? Jarvan just walks away. No, they don't. Oh, never mind.
and
Xerath isn't done. He's still
and the
ulting.
dodgeball game begins.
Oh my
But it looks like summoner name. What a chat! Flashes on the fucking jar.
Mordekaiser wants something back.
Clips him
Nothing
with the
there.
EQ and Black Thief. Black Thief might be in trouble here as he tries to greed for a Q. Is going to gets clipped by the Q from Malzahar, but Malzahar is red buff here. If he goes for an auto here, he can get the slow off. I don't think he
Where was that
realizes.
queue? The queue was nowhere near.
I don't think Summoner name has realized that he has a red buff. So
Yeah, he should have just ordered him, get the
yeah,
slowdown.
just auto him, get the slowdown, and then do whatever. But pretty much more of the same down in this bot lane where the Silver doesn't really seem to have any control over the wave whatsoever. And
Yeah,
Angel
this is
Lotus.
how it's gonna go with that double ADC bot lane, double range. Jarvan should be looking to play around his bot lane more. I think that's what they're gonna do, right? As I say that, they pushed the Sivirian. She has to catch those waves now, and they're just gonna get a free dragon.
This
it
just
seems.
perfectly lines up with the Infernal Rig. Some more extra stats. Pretty nice to have.
Yeah, of course, and that's but the catch up by the Graves there is really important. He was set pretty far behind. But I think it's pretty even now if all things considered, although it's down in CS. But as we know, jungle CS barely means anything nowadays with catch up XP. It's the levels that matter. They're both level 5, so it really doesn't matter. Top lane, again, Gordon Ramos is losing out, and there's a shield that comes in. He's gonna have to disengage that fight.
Yeah, the
Heavy heavy.
Mordekaiser has got a couple of levels now,
Oh,
and he's starting to scale up. And there's some shenanigans going on in the mid lane over here. Flag drag goes, and I think Malzahar still had his
why?
shield up, so he just goes through the Malzahar,
Yeah,
who just
completely
casually walks to the side towards his own jungler. But yeah, not
not
much
ideal. Oh,
ado
yes,
about
yes,
nothing.
yes.
But he does hit the stun later, so maybe something did come out of it.
With the Trundle Mordekaiser, it's interesting because Trundle, if it was any any AD champion, Trundle wins every one of these fights. But because it's Mord and it's an AP bruiser with that shield, Trundle can't just mash his keyboard at him. He actually has to think. Oh, Sienna walks in too far, exhaust drop, heal drop. They're going in now. This was the problem here. If they get gap closes, it's an issue. But Sivir gets stunned, taking so much damage. Tarek healing comes in clutch. Tarek's able to keep his AD carry alive. And there's that. Lot of summoner spells traded. Let's take a look at battle reports. Only Tarek manages to keep his flash for button mashers, but on the other side, both of them managed to keep their flash for the Senna and Caitlyn.
Yeah, that fight looked like it was going the favor of button mashers, but kind of an
The healing, the
overcommitment
healing.
by Invoker 1 doesn't realize that Angel Lotus had put a trap down in his path, just walks straight into it, takes the headshot, and immediately has to flash out because then he just drops way too low.
Yep, and let's see more fighting here. They're just trying to get the Jarvan away from this objective. 3 people rotated here for the Herald, and it looks like Lotus's Angels are not exactly contesting. They're like half contesting it. No, they've given up. They're just
It looks like they're gonna give up on that, and Herald should go over to the side of button mashers. And pre 14 minutes Herald obviously super duper good with tower plate still being up, can accelerate you a lot into the game. And He could look to drop it down in this top lane, try and get his Trundle ahead. There seems to be a lot of fighting going on here anyway.
If he can tip the scales in the Trundle's favor, then he'll win out on these fights. That could be an option. Could like look to scale up his Malzahar. As we say that the fight starts, Trundle and Mordekaiser. So there's the shield. Trundle has to immediately disengage, drops down the ult to try and heal, but it can't. Is taken down, and right now Malzahar also falls. But on the top side, Graves trying to trade one back. Looks like he will be able to miss his ult, but doesn't matter. The auto takes him in the mid lane. Malzahar actually got Zerad so low, even on the side, we can see he's barely, I think, like 100 or 200 HP, but his jungler was there to bail him out on that.
Yeah, so both junglers picking up kills. The only difference being the Mordekaiser does get the return kill on the Trundle, or rather the initiating kill. But
Yeah, it's brutal for Sivir down here with
yeah, we
the.
saw we saw how the Trundle was super dominant in the early game, but now level 6 is coming along, and the Mordekaiser getting a few items, getting some of the Sable, getting that Bramble West really helping a lot in that
Yeah,
matchup. Top.
that's Bramble is a very smart purchase here. Does a lot to in these fights. He was already winning, and I don't think Trundle can match right now. Maybe if he has ult and Mordekaiser doesn't, then it's an angle. But otherwise, I think Mordekaiser just wins the fights now.
Yeah, it does get the single assist, but here in the bot lane, more of the same as Invoker 1 continues to get pushed down under his turret. Just one plate left on that turret in the bot lane. Angel Lotus getting himself a fair amount of gold. And
Yeah,
this is the kind of the risk when you choose to go with a bot lane like the Sivir Taric against,
yeah, double range.
especially fairly blind, and they just have to deal with this double range bot lane with extremely wrong range, and honestly they're just finding it
Yeah,
very hard to get any
and
semblance of control over the lane.
it's not like they have a Nautilus or something that can punish mistakes very easily. Tarik's stun is very telegraphed. And Caitlyn has a dash, so it's really hard to land it on her. The only target is Senna, but Senna stays so far back, it's not really feasible.
Yeah, even Caitlyn with the longer attack range is a bit harder to get with the Tarek stun in any case, and top lane
Another
the
fight.
fighting never seems to end in the top lane.
Yeah, but Trundle is coming out behind on all of these fights. Graves is actually here, forces a flash on the Senna, flashes it on him, but Gal mistimes the stun with his ult, and Senna walks away, and now they're 3v3. Doesn't seem to be any more fights going on. The miscommunication there, a misplay.
That was kind of sad.
Graves had that. Graves dashed in to make sure the Tarek stun lands and then just ults away. Misplay there. Malzahar forced to a flash, but here's the Jarvan ult, doesn't get the blast cone and he falls. Button Masher still wants to contest here, even with their mid laner down. 3v4 now. Let's see what they can do. Maybe Graves will go for a steal. The snare goes away. Dashes in. No. Now it's really bad. Oh, double knockup. Very well played. Caitlyn actually taken quite low here. They're turning it around because of the Taric healing coming through. Taric needs to pop the ult. Ult is down, but then there's too much damage now. Looks like Lotus's Angels comes out way far ahead in that fight.
Yeah, they just managed to get the dragon. Steel temp fails, and they lose, and button mashers lose multiple members over there in that fight. Plus, Tariq didn't use his ult, so
Yeah,
yeah.
Tariq had ult, right? I don't know if the Tariq ult did come down. No, we can see here that Tariq ult just wasn't used. It's still up. So I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't up at that time. I'm not sure. Apologies if it wasn't, but it looked like the perfect place for the Tariq ult to come down.
Yeah, especially that 4v4 team fight, and ult on the Graves would be quite
Yeah,
appreciated.
Caitlyn actually got brought pretty low by the Graves combo. Maybe the Tariq ult allows him to finish it off, and who knows what happens in the fight after that. But hindsight is 2020. But now Lotus's Angels 5k gold lead.
And it looks like Angel Lotus is going to be returning back to lane with a Kraken Slayer, along with the Senna with her own Kraken Slayer. Bot lane synergy running very high right now.
Yep. Sever's gonna need a long time to catch up now.
Yeah, like super behind, 1.2k gold behind, 14 minutes, 15 minutes into the game. Definitely less than ideal.
Yeah, let's see though what happens. Right now, Lotus's Angels should be looking to for fights. Both their bot lanes are very far ahead compared to their opponents. And oh no, Senna face checks a Graves. Graves pushing forward. Perfect
A
pillar.
beautiful Trundle pillar, and Angel Lotus is putting down trance. The
Oh,
Trundle
nice.
Rotal does go out, flashes
What
forward
was
to
that
close in. Tarek
dramatic?
is here, the Jarvan is also here. There's going to be no escape for Angel Lotus as he just gets run down over there, and the big shutdown going over
Oh
to the
my god.
Graves.
Trundle pathing was a bit interesting there, almost made a funny situation, but it's fine. All's well that ends well. And quick comeback by button mashers.
Yep. Very swift capitalization. They haven't really been able to find the fights that they wanted, and
This
they're
looks
able to capitalize on that kill up top, and that should mean that they get herald, and that is exactly what they choose to do, and should
let's
be
see if
another
they're
herald
going to
for them.
miss.
Meanwhile, Mordekaiser in the bot lane is still pushing the Sever in, so
Jarvan might look for a steal here. No, he decides against it. Too many members, too risky, not worth giving up more gold. Ah, man. Playing Malzahar into Zerath is just not fun because your shield is never up.
yeah, they spoke obviously poke being the weakness of that Malzahar, they're able to constantly bring the shield down, but he has been able to farm quite a bit. Has died twice to the nil of the Zerath, but he's keeping up in farm and he's also relatively similar in items
Oh,
because
I
of
don't
that.
like the tier though. But there we go. Tarek eating a bunch of folks. Severe flashes, auto missteps, and oh my god, just gets absolutely blown up. Overestimates his damage there. Auto cancelled once, then didn't manage to spell shield the trap properly. Just series of unfortunate events there. Tarek getting run down now. Lands the stun actually under tower, but nope. Too much HP, too much damage. The botlane falls.
Very questionable flash forward by the Civil.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought he had the damage to take her down, but Senalt was still active, and he didn't even manage to spell shield the trap properly by the looks of it. So throws away his life a little bit. They were clawing their way back. Graves is here though. He wants to fight. Gets rooted. He's still here. Malzahar out all
And
down off the
mount
Caitlyn.
play button has been activated, boys.
They're getting run down now. Red team again looking for a comeback, but oh my god, actually gets taken down. Malzar wants to finish the skill off. Fade away, baby, and just lets the Malefic Visions do the job. Again, swift counterpunch by Button Mashers.
Yeah, the game is fairly back and forth playing around these graves. They are button mashers are able to find success across the map, but yeah, still slightly behind. Obviously, a 4K goal lead at more like a 3K goal lead at 18 minutes. Not obviously not the end of the world, but it looks like it's going to be another dragon for Lotus's Angels. And speaking of dragons, they do have two dragons to their name, so that
Mm,
is part of the lead that is not visible.
yeah, dragon stacking with that soul is very, very powerful. Especially with the Ocean Dragon, with the regen. It's going to be very strong in these extended fights. If they can get back, regen some, and then they can stay out on the map much longer. Let's see what happens. They need to stop the next one for sure. They've already given away three.
Yep, that the next one is going to be Soul Point, and that's the issue with so much focus being put on the top half of the map. You lose control over Dragon, and Dragon is super important in the meta right now.
With the double range, they never really had priority. They're looking for a fight here, but the double range is just poking down this Graves before he even gets here. But he finally manages to close the gap, gets it down. Melzer out, 1-for-1 trade so far in the fight. Exhaust down onto the Graves. They're pushing up in front of the Caitlyn, but the Jarvan is there, and Malzahar falls, and the Zerath long range artillery just takes out the Graves. Again, the Taric out was so late.
Yeah, not really able to get value out of the Taric ult, and kinda just falling about. Malzahar ult as a very interesting use, chooses to ult the Jarvan when he was completely alone and isolated, does not get much value of it, and the end result of that is he does not have it available later when he would need it more.
Mastery level 7 there by Angel Lotus. I like it.
It's a misclick. It's just a misclick, guys.
Now, I mean, pro players do that too. They emote each other quite a bit. So I think it's okay. Uh, well, the good thing for button mashers is they are decently keeping up with CS despite the gold leads and fights not going exactly in their favor. Except the jungle, but the levels are pretty much only one level advantage, so it's not the end of the world. They can still do something about this. Grave scales incredibly well. What do you think? What do button mashers have to do to make a comeback? As we say that, Graves a bit caught, but he's fine.
Yeah, should be able to get away scot free, but a lot of focus on the objectives being put here, Baron being up, and I don't know if that flash is needed.
He also rooted the Tarek with the flash. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Oh man. That range of the Caitlyn Senna is just deadly. Almost just executes Sivir there. And Sivir wasn't even engaging them. Sivir was just there. He was just farming. Let's see what happens. Engage onto the Trundle. Trundle willing to take the fight here. Wants to actually just dodge around. Flashes, but you don't flash a Caitlyn ult and he gets taken out.
And sniper duty strikes again.
Oh man, trap line, trying to get for this objective. Starts off the Baron. Button Masher should be aware they had a ward down there before the control ward came down. But just because they're aware doesn't mean they can do anything about it. There's the range coming in again. Malzahar just stuck there, can't do anything. The game is falling apart for Button Mashers now.
Yeah, and that is going to mean that Lotus's Angels is going to be able to pick up this dragon for itself and really start knocking down those turrets
Yes,
and take
yeah.
down the base of Button Mashers, get themselves that way. But the Graves is hovering towards the top side, might look for a steal, just goes for the ult, does not really get anything out of it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate here. But we saw Button Mashers with some counter punches in the early to mid. But looks like they can't really find those answers anymore. And let's see what happens. Malzahar with the tier still there hasn't really built that into anything, which is interesting. I would assume you would want to build your tier item fairly quickly, or maybe it's just for the mana.
Yeah, we just stacking, we don't want to run out of mana. Of course, Mazahar gets more mana back the more max mana he has from his Malefic Visions.
Yep,
So it looks like a siege in the middle lane is going to be in progress. The Sivir, not really strong enough to probably delete super minion waves just yet. This isn't late
no,
game, so this
definitely
is
not.
pretty early game.
Even though it's early game, the Baron is gonna hurt so much. And like the bot lane combo is actually very, very devastating for button mashers. They can't seem to be able to deal with it. Not in lane, not in the sieges, or with the objective rush.
Just the consequence of just going for that Sivir targets, Tarek super weak bot lane. Well, not
Tarek,
entirely
wow,
prime, it's somewhat blind, and Tarek ult is finally going to
wasted.
be somewhat useful as Tarek does not die immediately to poke as he tries to
Alza
run
in
at the enemy
Brazil
team.
right now, trying to fight it out, but it's way too much
He's
damage.
trying
And
to find a plane back, but it seems that all flights are booked as he is sent to his death.
yep, and here's the siege again 4v5. Can Bottle Mashers hold on? Looks like Lotus's Angels don't want to give them that chance. Look at that range by Caitlyn. Just tearing down these towers now. They're being forced to flash into fountains. Looks like
And
this game is
another
going to end.
flash route delivery by button mashers, this time at the hands of the Tarek, and it looks
And
like game
yep,
one is going to go over to Lotus's Angels, and back to the drawing board probably for the button mashers.
definitely, definitely. It looked close right up until it wasn't. They were looking for counter punches, looking for opportunities here and there, which is commendable. But as the game went on, they just fell further and further behind. And this bot lane, that's what they need to focus on, in my opinion. Draft a stronger, maybe more pushing bot lane that can contest with this double range. We can
Yep. Obviously, the blind pick Sivir
Not
Bit
the
risky,
best. Yeah, not the
not the
best.
best. Followed with the Tarek, so very very obviously the that lane combination having the disadvantage of having a melee and a very short lane JDC, and that is exactly what Lotus's Angels exploited, getting a super huge lead in that bot lane. Never mind the fact that Kalakata applying a lot of pressure to that Malzahar in the
Yeah,
mid lane, dying multiple times. So the Zerat was also super fair. Mordekaiser also doing fairly well up in the top. Across the board, fairly dominant. So I think,
fairly dominant game. Perhaps button mashers just need to think a little bit about what they want to do next. Go back to, like you said, go back to the drawing board and figure out what went wrong, what went right, and come back stronger in the next game.
yep. And with that, that is going to be game one. And Angels Lotus Angels are going to find themselves 1-0 in this series. We will be back really soon with the next game in this best of three series of the SMG Bidwars finals. Don't go anywhere.
I welcome every one of you to the grand finals of Bidding Wars hosted by SMG or Admin Spartan. And yeah, this is the game two between
Lotus's Angels and Button Mashers. Lotus's Angels are already 1-0 up as we are right into draft. Caitlyn taken off. They don't want to deal with that.
and Wukong being banned, which is interesting because it's one of Jeevan's pocket pick. And yeah, there goes another ban for Jeevan.
Yep, they're targeting the jungler.
Jungler.
Again.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. The usual jungle bans are coming in. Viego and Wukong we saw last game as well. Let's see what the third bans are this time.
Yep.
Maybe
Hopefully it's going to be another Kaisa ban for Angel, maybe.
And then first pick the Mordekaiser straight away.
Oh, they decide to ban
Jarvan.
Kalakatta's Jarvan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Jarvan was super effective in the early game last game, so not surprised.
Yeah,
there we go. Mordekaiser ban.
Mod ban now. Yeah.
It's like staple, either pick or ban. Kaisa.
Oh yeah, they pick Kaisa so that Angel can't get his Kaisa, and we know what Angel could do when he gets on his main champs.
Yep.
So let's see.
They don't want to see that. And Kaisa blind is so interesting. It's such a skill expressive champion, so we'll have to see how that. Whoa, Kog'Maw hover. Nope.
Okay.
No way.
Kog'Maw, no way he would go Kog'Maw here. Oh, Tristana. Okay, that's another champ which Angel plays a lot. So let's see how
super high potential champion can take over the game if she gets ahead.
Yep.
Let's see. Second pick. Will they go for their bot lane or save that for later? They're taking their time with it, thinking about their strategies. Oh,
it's a Nuno pick. Okay.
Yep. Nunu Willem, I love it. It's so good.
That's interesting.
Nunu mid.
No way we getting to see a Nuno mid tonight.
Let's see. I want that because like the game is so bot focused now, right? So you can just shove in the wave and then roam bot every time.
Yeah, you just start your W and you just boom. You just be bot in seconds here.
Braum
Kaisa. Okay.
Braum Kaisa, interesting. Again, kind of like a short range. What can I say? Bot lane here, but let's see how that goes. Maybe they'll get punished like last time, or maybe not. We'll just have to see.
Yeah. Oh, Jeevan's going with a Diana this game. Okay.
Super hard carry champion. If you can get it to work, the ultimate can turn around team fights in an instant.
Yep. And I know Jeevan's been practicing a lot of Diana recently, so hope that all comes into the game.
Really, that's a good insight to have. Yeah, players practicing new champions and their old champions is always before a tournament. That's something we should always look out for.
Yeah, exactly.
The first round of drafting is about to come. Let's see what the red team respond with. We have the brand hover.
Oh, Holy Ghost's brand. Okay.
Wow.
Would that be Holy Ghost's brand?
Maybe. It looks like it, right? Because I don't think the brand is going to go to anyone else. It's not really in the meta. It's more of a pocket pick.
Exactly. So it should be brand mid. So
maybe Silas mid. I like that. You don't want Silas with Nunu Willampalt or Brandalt.
Okay, yeah, that sounds so cancerous.
Yeah, good ban there. Let's see what the blue team bans here. Waiting on it. Right now, it's shaping up to be both teams want that team fight.
Yeah, true.
We have the Braum ult, Diana ult. There's also Nunu Willem, which are great in team fight. The ban,
Karma ban. Okay.
Karma ban. Flex mid can be played mid support, sometimes top lane.
Oh, a fizz ban here.
It's to stop, I guess, the brand getting dived on in the mid lane.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Let's see the last ban coming through, and we'll go on to second phase of drafting.
Do we know if the mid laner of Diana's team plays Yasuo?
Blue side? Oh, that's actually
blue side.
Yeah,
maybe. Sounds like a good plan. Maybe a Yasuo pick here.
to not ban, it seems. I don't know if that's a bug or if they're actually
Yeah.
technically not banning. Maybe they're just that confident. Let's see what happens. We might. I don't know if the lobby will remake. Sometimes what happens in tournaments is the captains just communicate with each other. There was a bug.
Yeah.
We wanted to ban this, and they just
This and they just
Yeah.
tell by text or something. So
yeah, and they respect that. So let's see. Maybe no
okay,
Nami.
a Nami. Oh, okay, a Nami pick.
Nami is usually paired with the Lucian. Interesting to see it with the Tristana, but
Tristana here. Yep.
same concept, same concept. Nami just empowers the Tristana.
Yeah, might as well jump into and go with the Nami Empower.
Mm-hmm. And already Tristana slows if she lands on you with the W, and then with the Nami empower, that can also slow.
That sounds disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see the last two picks coming in for the blue side, leaving red side with the counter pick with top
The
side.
Yasuo. Oh, the Yon. What?
Yasuo. Okay,
He-
Yon. Yasuo.
He had Yasuo and he goes Yon. Okay.
Just take the Yasuo.
Could this be a Yon Yasuo?
Yasuo, Diana.
Could this be? No way they go for the Win brothers.
No, I don't think so. It wouldn't round out the comp very well.
Yep.
I think they need a little bit more AP outside the Diana. But no, they're going to go for the GP on the top
GP?
side.
Okay. Blind GP. Okay.
GP is blindable, honestly. Not really too many hard matchups for him, except maybe like the Renekton if you don't know how to pilot it properly. Maybe
Yeah.
Trundle here isn't bad either. There we go.
Oh, there we go. The Renekton. Just as you said, they bring
Yeah.
out the Renekton.
It's being hovered. Let's see if they lock it in. Yep, there we go. The Renekton Gangplank matchup, the Renekton actually has to accelerate the early game because we all know what Gangplanks do late game. And
Exactly.
Renekton can't really deal with that anymore. Early game,
Yeah.
though, Renekton can just close the gap,
Uh-huh.
pressure onto the Gangplank as much as he can. That's the game plan here. So, Ash, who do you think has the draft advantage?
I would honestly say the red side.
Red side.
Because they can play front and back with Tristana W and Renekton slicing and dicing, you know?
Mm-hmm, with
But
the Nunu Willem
they have-
there. And the
Yeah, they
Brand
have
going
Nami
through.
disengage maybe with the ulti.
Yep. True.
The blue
that's
side,
actually,
moreover, has like an all-in, like Yon ult, Diana ult, with a Braum ult.
Kaisa jumping in
That-
as well.
Yeah, that could go that way as well. Let's see how they play their lanes out.
Yeah, like I say always, Ash, it's like drafting and this draft advantage. All of that is theory. You still have to, get those
play-
advantages.
Get it inside the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if Gordon Ramos can pilot this Gangplank in the early stage as well into the Renekton, who is
Yep.
known for his early pressure. Maybe the Tristana might get going. Brand
Yep.
also interesting, very strong in the right hands, especially in team fights, can absolutely devastate a team fight. But they also have Diana and Gangplank on the other side. So looks like gonna be a very banger game.
Yep. And I hope Nunu's gonna keep camping either one of the lanes because the Renekton or the Tristana getting ahead early sounds very like dangerous because if Angel gets going, he's not gonna stop. So let's see how the Nunu plays out for the team.
Definitely. It's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of non-hyper meta picks. Like Diana isn't really picked too much, except with the Yasuo. You don't really
Yeah.
see Nunu Willem or Brand all that
Mhm.
much. So it's gonna be fun to see some new picks. I'm so sick and tired of Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
which,
my
which is being
God,
played a
every
lot
game.
in the LEC, LCS, and stuff like that. But
Everywhere.
Everywhere. But what I feel is the blue side might have advantage in the late game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, in the red side, we know Renekton and Nunu fall off. Like they're not going to do their work. Even I think Tristana falls off after mid game, But GP Yon in the late game sounds very
Yeah,
rough
3-item
to play
Kaisa
against.
is also really rough if you don't have enough point and click to deal with it. And they
True.
don't really outside the Renekton stun. I guess Nunu Willem can snowball you right in front of your face if that comes to be. Nami
Yeah.
CC is conditional, so is the
Uh-huh.
Brand CC. Well, they do have Tristana ulti, but you don't want to use Tristana ulti. You can't really stop someone. That's more of a disengage at the emergency.
But if you think about it, Tristana can honestly make Diana useless by just pressing R and Diana
Ooh.
gets thrown away and
Very good
Diana becomes
observation
useless.
there. Yeah. but that's about the timing, right? If Diana can find the fog,
Exactly.
get in when they're least expecting it, then
Hmm.
you can't really react to it anymore.
Exactly. But we know both uh, Angel and IBeast are like very high elo players, so let's see how they played out.
Last time, the Severe Taric just could not lane against the double range. This time, a much more even matchup. Let's see how that goes. There's a lot of all in on both sides. A lot of team fight potential as well. Early game should be interesting with the Renekton and the Nunu Willem
Hmm.
ganking around.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that in the mid lane, but looks like it's going to be
But
the jungle. Yeah.
nah, that's no way that could happen. But yeah.
Hey, one can dream, right? One can dream.
Yeah. Dream on, bro. Dream on.
So looks like spectator delay is over. We should be getting onto the rift. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe so that more people can be reached and they can join in on our streams and enjoy this game. Our grand finals game 2 with Lotus's Angels already 1-0 up.
And let's give a huge shout out to our dear friend Spartan for doing like all this work, getting tournaments up
Of
for
course.
us, and keeping the league scene there, so we won't be forgotten.
Yeah, league scene. See, it's really hard to engage organize tournaments because there's so many things that can go wrong with the client, the streaming. Players don't have time. Then we all know technical issues where we live always
Yeah, for
happens.
sure.
So thank you, and let's enjoy this match now as we are trying to get into the game. That spectate delay that we are talking about seems to
Still be there, but yeah.
yeah. Hopefully it
Let's.
solves itself.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're loading onto the
Yeah.
rift right now. Nothing special in terms of summer spells or
Runes.
yeah. First strike on the GP is interesting, but beyond that, everything is pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
Summoner spells also pretty much standard. Nothing really to see there. Neither team wanting to really do anything.
Oh, the Nunu hasn't bought a jungle item.
What?
Does he know that?
Oh, no,
Okay.
no. Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh,
Okay.
no. He's
This
not
could go
gonna hit
very
level
wrong.
2. Yeah, he's not going to hit level 2 if he doesn't notice, but he still has time. So hopefully someone presses tab and actually lets his teammate know. Let's see, he's running out of... He is not... I don't think he realizes.
Oh no.
Oh no. And he's in a very awkward spot. If he backs, I think he's going to realize, because when people
Yeah,
back,
yeah. Of course. He's not
Uh,
backing.
he's not backing because he thinks he can regen that. He can actually, that's not an issue, but...
Oh my god.
He's gonna.
Oh, this sounds so disastrous.
He's gonna take first camp and realize he's not hitting level 2.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This is oh no.
Oh well, I guess. To be fair, he's playing.
Wait, can he not see? Wait, won't he know?
He doesn't have
because-
his pet.
Yeah, where is his pet? Where is his pet? Can he
He's
not?
I
Oh
think-
my god.
No,
Oh
he
my
was too
God.
focused on like preventing any invades or anything like that. It's also a high stakes game. They want to win. So maybe he just didn't notice. And yeah, there you go. He takes the first camp, but he's getting super low doing it, and he's not gonna hit 2 here. I think he finally might realize that
Hey,
wait
yo,
a
what?
minute, what? I'm still level 1. He's actually
Oh, he's recalling. He's
yeah,
recalling.
he realized.
Oh, okay, at least
Yeah.
now.
Well, it's not the best, but it's the
But
best
you can-
amongst the worst. It could have been much worse. Yeah, it could have died.
Exactly. Never
You-
too late. Never too late.
The only reason he didn't die is Nunu Willem, and he has lifesteal on his queue.
Yeah, true.
Heavy trading with the Nami, but actually comes off worse because he eats a lot of the Kaisa queue there.
Mm-hmm.
But the plan is to just push in this Kaisa early on, make sure they have priority in the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Angel
Okay,
Lotus,
Nunu decides to solo his blue buff right now.
no
well-
one can help him. The lane's already started. It's too far in.
And Dinah's gonna close in into 6 camps almost, and she's gonna get her level 4, which is gonna be
Nunu's
bad for
level
Nunu.
1. Oh no. He's gonna have to maybe get a gank off to get some XP off the lanes, maybe.
Yeah,
or just-
catch up XP.
Yeah, because he's really behind. It's 2-3. I think he's gonna hit Diana's probably gonna hit 4 off of this.
Yep.
No, actually doesn't. She's still
Okay.
3. No, there you go, 4.
Okay. I think GP wins this trade.
Yeah, GP might
Just a
win
Q.
this.
Just a Q.
Oh no! Ah,
Okay. Oh, the minions.
1 for 1, 1 for 1.
Okay.
That's good though. Renekton has to push it in the early game because
Mhm.
or else he's just gonna get outscaled if he gives GP a comfortable lane phase. That's
True.
what we like to see, but let's
Yep.
see. He has a farm lead, but the wave's not in the best state for him. It's actually
Yeah.
free, stopping right outside GP's tower, which is quite unfortunate for Renekton. Let's see what GP can do. He might be able to set up a freeze here. Let's see though. Bot side again, heavy trading all around. Yone trying to close the gap, gets stunned up. Holy Ghost trades really
think-
well actually.
Yon's gonna get shit on early, I feel, by the brand, but maybe after 6, Yon can maybe just all in and kill the brand.
Yeah, after 6 or right after what do you call it?
Okay, Nunu's rolling into mid.
Shield bow. Yeah, let's look at that.
Okay.
Yone is getting collapsed
It's a
and has to flash to avoid the root there.
Okay, Holy Ghost.
Flashes
Oh
right in,
my
but
god, that's
he's out of position now. Diana's here, goes in on him. Holy Ghost, too greedy. He never had lethal there. I don't know why he flashed after.
yeah.
He got the flash. He got the advantage. It was a good game.
So he should
I
just
don't know. Yeah, he
chill
just take
for some
that.
time. Yeah.
Just force the Yone to back, crash the wave. It's all good then. Gets greedy there, unfortunate. Falls. Now Yone can just cruise onto the lane phase maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Bot lane, crashing a big wave in. Let's see what happens. And they're just going to pick it up. Nothing really. Tristana
Yeah.
trying to get chip damage off. Top side, actually, because like we talked
Okay,
about,
Nunu's rolling into top, I think. Yeah.
yeah, but Diana's there. They've read this gank really, really well. Very even trade so far, but
Oh,
no, he runs out.
The
I think
snowball runs out. Yeah, it runs out. Yeah.
that's unfortunate. If he lands that, I think they can get the kill before Diana gets there, and then it's a 2v1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, things just not going too in favor of.
Of Angel's Lotus' team.
Yeah, Holy Ghost. First of all, they're overstepping now. That snowball timing out. Really
Mhm.
unfortunate stuff. But we can see it's still very stable right now. Now anybody's game.
Mhm.
Top side, Renekton had a big farm lead though. It's pretty even. Like we said,
It's
the wave crash.
Everywhere now.
Yeah, wave crash in a very tough spot for him. There's not much he could do.
Yep. Well, we can see Nunu has catched up a little bit. So
Yeah, jungle catch-up XP is really gross right now. I don't like it.
yeah, I understand.
Oh, Braum going in.
Okay.
Actually lands the exhaust, but Kaisa's
Okay,
so
with the
low.
GP ulti. The GP ulti. Okay.
Has to land back. Braum now
Braum can just auto the Nami and
Oh, flash, good flash.
Oh.
Tristana trying to get back. Kaisa flashes
Okay.
it, takes him down, but Nunu's here.
okay,
Wants to
Nunu's
get
here to
Kaisa.
save. They
one
save
for
the
one,
Nami.
one for-
Okay.
Yeah, one
The
for
fish
one,
is
one for one.
made to live for another day.
Yeah. But crucially, Braum gets the kill, which isn't the best.
Yeah.
Diana's here though. Braum goes aggressive again. I don't think Nami realizes it.
Ah,
There's the bubble.
that
Nunu,
was
I
so
don't know.
close.
That
Nunu? Hello?
flashes in.
Okay. With the escapes with the fish rush. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know why he stopped his snowball. That would have been much easier. I don't think he would have needed the flash, but Alpha
Yeah.
Rage happy to get out of there alive. I think it's
Exactly.
less than 100. So who gets the kills here? Nunu gets 2 kills.
Nunu
which is
gets
really
2
good.
kills. Okay,
Oh,
Yone with the all-in. like we
in.
expected.
Holy Ghost also manages to survive
Uh,
because of it.
yep.
Like you call level 6 immediately goes for it. Holy Ghost is really low, but the Nunu is here. Holy Ghost needs to back up. The snowball. Kalakat really needs to time that a bit better, but doesn't really matter here. Gets the kill either ways.
But the kills going on to the Nunu doesn't sound good, to be honest, because
Yeah, the
I don't
first
think Nunu's a
one or
hyper carry.
two- 1 or 2 is fine, right? The Nunu can get his mythic quickly, it's fine. But 3 whole kills on him, perhaps not the best. But we can see Button Mashers taking this tempo advantage to actually take the Drake here.
Mm-hmm.
They notice it. I don't think Anami can actually contest on her own, but Tristana's coming in. They want a contest. Lands the bubble. Tristana jumps in, but the Braum is there.
Okay.
The first, the ultimate. Ulti out.
Oh.
1 for 1. That was really well played to get even 1 kill out of that.
Exactly.
But
Okay.
Angel Lotus a bit.
But the
again,
break goes to
yeah.
T-Rex's team.
Button mashers get it.
Button masher. Yep.
Angel Lotus, I think, again kind of pulls the trigger a little too early. Too many ultimates available. A Braum was there, but he gets one back, so it's not the worst.
Not the worst, yeah.
Now you'll see Yone be trying to always, whenever ulti is up, to go for that all in.
Because Bran is kind of like
Yeah, it's just gonna poke him out.
non-mobile, yeah.
Oh, good bell combo there. Actually chunks out Renekton quite a bit, but Renekton not afraid, goes in. There's the
Nunu rolling in.
I think
Do they get
gonna die.
Oh,
Yep,
they get the
is
Braum.
too good. The Braum's gonna die.
Oh no! Why would you take the kill, man? But
Oh yeah, what? Come on, that should have been for the.
you gotta give it to your carry, man.
Yeah. 4 kills on the Nunu villain. The gold is completely on him, which isn't ideal.
Yeah.
I think if he gets the kill there, Angel Lotus can get his mythic much quicker.
Yeah, most probably, yeah.
Well, didn't happen, but let's see what happens now. Holy Ghost is actually keeping the wave fairly close to his turret. Doesn't really want to walk up to this Yone at all, which is smart. Yone always looking with his ult up, always looking, trying to see if Holy Ghost slips up here or there.
Yep. Maybe Yone's only play right now to shove in maybe roam bot or top.
Roam bot or top, yeah, or look for all-ins, farm for his mythic. You can see he has double dagger to get the attack speed. Takes out the control ward. That's really good. Shoved in Holy Ghost, make sure he has to deal with the CS. Just takes out the vision right there. But
okay, they're going head on head.
Yep, Holy Ghost with a clean combo there to make sure he comes out ahead. Yeah, if Holy Ghost can get this small trades, he's gonna come out ahead. But anytime the all-in comes in, it's gonna be difficult for him. But Yone doing a good job though, maintaining good CS, which is surprising. Lands the bubble.
Against a mage. It's like Brian, yeah.
Lands the bubble, but nothing more. Tristana just poking out. Actually, Terex is gonna get chunked really hard. Invoker.
Okay, the damage on this Tristana.
Yeah, they're not trading that out well enough for Tristana's just getting free autos.
Yep. Just stacking the lethal and boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Oh, actually, Black Thief takes a good chunk. And also, it's Angel Lotus with the dive coming in, but they don't know.
Oh no!
It's actually 3v3.
It's the Diana. Diana's here.
Angel Lotus actually falls. Diana was right there. Oh no!
There. Oh, the big shutdown goes to Diana, and the Kaisa seems to be ahead now. So maybe Kaisa's gonna get the mythic soon, and they can look to all in and win 2v2.
Yep, and that Tristana not getting that kill earlier, like you said, really is gonna hurt now. I don't think he has mythic yet.
This is a bit rough game for Angel.
Yeah, a bit rough, bit unlucky. He goes in at the unfortunate times. Ulti is going down, but Black Thief's actually taking kills.
Oh, the solo kill! Solo Polo comes from the bottom.
Solo Polo. Nami's actually baiting here. 3 people coming in. Holy Ghost goes in to land the ultimate, bouncing it off. The Nunu is just rampaging at them. Doesn't know which one to pick. Actually doesn't get the root. So unfortunate.
Diana gets the Nami.
Alpha.
Can they get on to the Tristana?
Trying to
they get Tristana.
Invoker trying to get there, doesn't really happen. Bromstone lands, lives.
That's a huge minion wave. There's no way they could get there.
Yeah, misplay by Kalagata doesn't get the root. He was in the middle of 3, doesn't get anybody there, and then they can just turn it on to the Tristana and just doesn't have that much DPS. Like I said, he still doesn't have mythic. That kill, you talked about it.
That one kill could have changed the team fight.
Oh, he misses out. Unfortunate.
Okay, the Nunu staying to.
I don't know why. It's a 3v1.
And
I think
Tristana's pretty low here. Okay.
Actually, never mind.
The Tristana? Okay. No way. Okay.
Oh, the ignite. Falls. I thought that was grief, but like they pulled it out really well.
Okay, finally Angel gets a kill. But again, the shutdown goes to the Nuno and not to Angel.
Oh my god, that's very unfortunate. If that one kill went through, this game could have been completely different.
Yep. Very, very true.
Dragon is up. I don't know if Lotus's Angels want to actually do this. They bring it out. GPLT invested to get vision and information. Perhaps delay them a little bit. But no, they're committing. Should be easy. I don't know if button mashers will actually contest.
I think they give. I think they are giving the strike because Diana's farming and yeah.
I think they're like looking for a steal if they can steal it or not. No, they can't. Really hard to
They
get
can
a
just
steal off.
patiently play it out because
Yeah.
we know GP is fed and Diana's ahead as well.
The
Yeah,
new
in the
ball
bottom,
coming
Kaiser's
in,
also
though.
ahead. Okay.
Tristana jumps in, no
In.
fear, but Diana's right here again. Bubble misses. Tristana under a lot of threat, jumps out, but Nuno gets taken out. They're going for these aggressive plays without knowing what the jungler is again and
Exactly.
again. That's not good, but that's good.
Which seems to cost them now.
Yep. Yone was also roaming in, if you saw on the minimap, and Tristana just doesn't have the damage yet. Still no mythic for Tristana, whereas Kaisa has Kraken Slayer completed.
Yeah, I think.
The jumping
has
Kaisa
a kill.
doesn't realize Kaisa
Okay.
is probably gonna fall. But here's the ultimate, surviving for so long.
that was so close.
But Tristana's got to jump out. Diana's looking for something, wants to jump onto Nami so that they can reset onto the Tristana, but misses and gets away. Angel Lotus finally getting some of these skills back, getting revenge on the Kaisa there. Even without Mythic, uses the vision masterfully to just jump on him, using the blast plan there to great advantage to just get that kill.
But I think Angel knew that Kaisa didn't get Q wall because she didn't buy 2 long swords, but she just opted for the Berserkers and the Zeal. So if she had 2 long swords, she would have had the Q evolve.
I think he's gonna fall. The Ignite is taking. Oh
Okay.
my!
Oh, the GPLD. Okay.
Just when you think you've made it out alive, the GPL
My
invested. Nuno's actually trading it. It's quite fair, so I think he can win out on this 2v1, if I'm honest.
No, I don't think that's a possibility, but yeah. But he could bait in for the Tristana.
Yeah,
He seems
Angel
to be sitting in the
Lotus
Raptors.
has shown he's not afraid to go in when the engage comes through. Just pushing it in here, make sure the wave crashes. They're going for this Herald, it looks like. Contest should come in. They have the AD carry nearby. He's rolling in, but Yone interrupts it. But yeah, they're just going to get the Herald. Against the passage of play, they had their AD carry here. Chooses not to contest and gives over the Herald. Not the worst decision. It's fine. They don't want to. Good bubble. They're actually going to get a big chunk on Terex here. With the brand, they might look for
the Yone?
Also invested. Ignite down. He's dead. Yone, I don't know what he did there, but he had to E back, and oh my god, Lotus's Angels just punch back real hard right there.
Yeah, it's even now. Almost the goal is not even. Blue side are up by 4k, almost 4k. Yeah, 4.5k.
But the tempo is with Angel Lotus.
Yeah,
now.
That's very true.
They're gonna get a good chunk of this mid tower. They're not gonna get it. I think they overstayed here. Gets the very good knockup. Diana can come in. No, they're doing what they can to get one back. The brand burn. Is it enough? I don't think so.
Meanwhile, Lotus trying to 1v1 the GP.
Not really.
Wow, that was so close.
Here comes Renekton. He has the dashes. Can he get there? Uses E1. Looking to use E2, but no.
No, he can't. That's a bit rough. Yeah. Can they get the mid tower here? Wait, the Nami soldiers. Okay.
Nami just kills the Yon. Nuno's just probably going to take out the Herald so that the turret lives a little bit longer, and that's about it. But misplayed there by Yon. No reason to die there.
Yeah, exactly.
If he just stays alive, they get the tower.
Yeah, he should just wait patiently and didn't want to do that.
It tries to die if the Nami just dies. Unfortunate. But he still has a CS lead, which is very surprising. Stops the back. Angel Lotus. He's in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh no, Angel's gone. Diana close again. Oh,
flash. Good flash.
Flash away.
He gets away. Very, very patient there. Waits at the perfect moment to flash the big part of the wall there, so it creates maximum distance.
Yep.
Well, it seems like the game is calming down once again. People are probably going to
Yep.
go back to a bit of farming. No objectives
Yeah,
on the
farming, resetting, and yeah, Dragon's going to be up soon in 30 seconds. Yeah. So,
That's going to be the next fight, most likely. Let's see who, if they choose to contest on this.
and it's Cloud Soul,
Ah, damn it.
not the best soul in the game, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still strong. People underestimate movement speed. Actually, Nuno's getting jumped on. Diana ult wasted though for flash. That might be crucial for this incoming fight. GP ult also invested. Nuno can actually heal back up if he just gets a minion or a jungle creep, but actually Yone goes in.
Yone's
Ult
all in
invested as
Nuno.
well. They're trying to get this Nuno, but this ultimate gives him the shield to survive.
Oh
He's
no!
actually still
survived.
alive. So many ults invested to try and kill him, but
The blue team are almost
Yeah.
three ults in, and I
He's
don't
still
think-
up. He's still up, but I don't think they can contest though. He doesn't have the HP. No camps are available for him to get his HP back.
and the top laner is at
Yeah,
top without TP, so might as well give the Drake.
Yep. But that was actually, he made them waste quite a bit of ultimates there, and they didn't get him. That's a bit concerning for the upcoming fights if he can survive like that.
Yep.
Borg completed for Renekton, and we see Sunfire being rushed by the Nunu. He did have quite a bit of a lead, so he wants to accelerate the early game as much as possible. Everywhere else, standard stuff. Well, not exactly standard. There's a collector essence reaver for GP. Choose a Prowler Scope will probably come in later, and Night Harvester for Diana. I would have liked to see. Oh, doesn't manage to stop the recall. I think
Maybe a rocket belt from Diana.
yeah, Rocket Belt might have been better, but chooses to go for the Insta Burst. He just wants to delete some carries, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. He just wants Angel out. But yeah,
Everywhere else is pretty standard. Nothing really to worth to
noticed. Yeah.
ranking. Yeah, maybe Brom with the Radiant Virtue is different, but it's still fine. It's a good mythic either ways. Everywhere else, pretty much
Pretty much standard builds, standard stuff.
standard everything. But we can see top side 2 items completed to the 1 of the Renekton, and in the
Hoping Renekton would go for a Prowlers this game.
yeah, actually not a bad shout. He might just double Prowler top side, Prowler GP, Prowler Renekton. They just Prowler each other.
Exactly. Let's just bounce onto each other. Why not?
Why not? Diana to build 2, even though, like, look at this. Nuno had such a huge early lead. Diana came back so strong. He's actually ahead on items right now.
Yep, very true.
Rolling the ball forward actually lands, but no real follow up. Let's look at the individual goal. Top side is the
GP's extending.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he seems to be fine. Yeah.
2k gold advantage individually, and in the jungle as well. It's a pretty huge goal lead. I'm surprised. Bot side 1k separating the AD carries, and in the mid lane also 1k separation. It's still within reach for both teams. It's not. It's
Yeah,
like
very true.
anybody's game. So that's all that's going on. Have you, Ash? Have you been watching LEC at all?
LEC, not really. I watched when G2 won. Until then,
Well, you'll be happy to know G2 is still winning.
yeah. but yeah,
Fnatic crashing so hard. Oh my god.
my lord.
Fnatic, I don't think has won a single game this season.
You mean the split?
Yeah, they didn't win it in spring either, I feel like.
Wait, for real? What? No way.
I think they won 1 match in spring.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's
they're
bad.
crashing. So that's happening, and as usual, Faker is Faker, still God,
Yeah,
still
of course.
dominating mid lane with his team. T1 is still on the top, so it'll be interesting to see like how international goes up, because I don't know if you know, T1 hasn't won anything internationally for quite a while.
For quite some time, yeah.
I think the last trophy came in 2017 for such a
Yeah,
dominant
2017.
team. It's such a dominant team. That's a long.
Oh wait, wasn't it
time.
2016? 2017, I remember Faker crying. Or
Yeah,
when was
because
that?
he didn't win Worlds. In 2017, they still won
Ah.
MSI.
Oh, MSI. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to Samsung Galaxy, right?
Yeah, in the finals it was quite a series. The
Yeah, man, I
SKD
remember.
was SKD was an empire back then. Nobody could take them down.
Exactly.
But that final, Samsung showed up.
Oh lord, those games were insane, to be honest.
Yeah, that was such a long time ago. And it's so crazy to think Faker is still playing, whereas most people in that 2017 final have either retired
Or changed
coach-
teams. Yeah,
Yeah, changed teams or coaches now. But Faker's still mid laning T1.
man's still hanging out.
Yeah. And it's not like he's like at the bottom tier of mid laners. He's still a
No,
top
of
tier
course
mid
not. He's
lane.
still the top player. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Alright, Dragon in 30.
Get back to our game.
We might see a fight here. Nunu's actually getting
Okay.
collapsed out again. Can they take him out? Yup, 5 people crashing down. Actually, he's ultimate.
How
He's just
tanky is
trying
this
to
Nunu?
run. How tanky is
They
this
use
Nunu?
everything. Oh my lord, they use everything for this Nunu. Can they
But
get
got
the
it,
Drake
but they
and a
got it.
Baron?
They got him. That's what's important.
Okay, that's another Renekton.
The Nectar
Being bot?
might die. He uses out, using his E to try and close the gap, but nope, Diana.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, he
one.
still dies. Okay,
Blue side. Bottom
should be a free
side.
Drake.
Great
Meanwhile, Angel is
comeback.
pushing top side.
Yep.
Maybe looking for a 500 goal for himself.
Yeah, because like they can't do anything, so might as well get gold where you can. Push out some lanes,
Exactly.
get some CS. They got 2 towers, so not bad.
Not
But-
the worst. Yep.
They do concede a Drake. If that Nunu was with his team, we saw how tanky he was.
Yeah,
So-
he would like, my god, he would just tank all the damage.
Yeah,
Maybe
allowing
hopefully
Lotus a lot
feel
of
for
space.
Angel.
Oh, Jay.
Okay, Angel.
Getting jumped on. Angel jumps.
Okay,
in,
Angel
jumps
gives
in,
0 fucks and just
Yeah.
wants to get in.
Jumps out as well. It gets like night. Now Nunu's getting targeted by 3 people, but we know how tanky he can be. His team is nearby this time, but Navi is not tanky. Positioning
Oh,
error.
no.
He's just gonna get taken out. Angel uses out to try and disengage. Flashes as well. Eats the Kai'Sa W. Nunu trying to create some space for his carry here. Holy Ghost gets jumped out now by the Diana. So low. Holy Ghost gets taken down. And
Angel's down.
Positions a bit too far forward. That's all the damage gone. They're trying. Renekton goes in, but gets immediately tired
Heat
out.
deleted.
Taken out. That's the
This
weak
this
side
is a
of
for sure
Renekton.
Baron for this is a
Yeah.
for sure Baron.
For sure, Baron for button mashers. Lotus Ninjas actually falling really far behind. One by one, they were taking that fight. They never fought together. Really unfortunate.
Oh, Angel's gone for Nobody quick plates. Okay,
Okay, not Infinity.
not the
Edge.
usual Infinity Edge. Yeah, maybe he wants to try something new.
Perhaps prioritizing the CDR a bit more rather than raw
Yeah.
damage.
Faster bombs.
Perhaps
W.
maybe. But in my opinion, I think Infinity Edge is better on Tristana, but I'm not too sure.
Mhm.
So we'll trust that Angel Lotus knows what he's doing.
What he's
and-
doing? Yeah.
Yep, and definitely looks like it. He's been taking very aggressive plays. Doesn't really care how many people are there. He's getting his target if he sets his eyes on it. But the gold lead has increased quite a bit.
That's almost 4 items Diana and 3 items Kai'Sa. Sounds so cancerous.
Yeah, 3 items Kai'Sa is when it gets really dangerous because those evolve starts coming in.
Mhm.
So Ash, what do you think Lotus's Angels need to do to make a good comeback here?
There's
with
no way they could win 5v5.
Diana's chasing down Nunu here. From stack, not.
Or
Diana
close.
misses. Diana misses. So
but
yeah,
all about what they could do right now. Yeah, they could just pick one by one off somewhere, like
Just like
catch
that.
someone off guard, something like that. Yeah, but
they're
they will lose
up.
something else on the other side of the map. So
Holy Ghost just gets immediately altered on, but Nami's there to back off his mid laner. Yon is forced to go back, but they lose their inhib turret for it. Manages to keep the inhib alive. And yeah, they're just getting outplayed around the map because they don't have space on the map. Oh, Death Brush! They're waiting for someone to check the bush. Renekton!
does he get caught? Oh, he's
Oh,
like
no.
dashes away. Okay.
The CC layering just not there. They don't really have like immediate CC. It's the Braum passive that they need to stack up.
Yeah. Apart from that, just
Right,
Diana
it's
knockup
ultimate.
maybe.
It's ultimates that they have for CC, which it's not always up, and you don't always want to alt one person. They're still looking. They're still looking for these death brushes. Fnatic used to be pretty famous for that death brushing.
Yeah.
Oh, there. See the Nami alone. Nami actually dodges out on the
Okay.
Diana, but exhausted.
Diana gets
Al,
on the Nami.
Al doesn't go through, but Angel on the
Okay.
tries something back. Oh,
Okay, Angel's gone.
it just gets
Okay,
absolutely
they have Baron. Can they end it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're,
think they can.
they're
Can they?
moving on to the inhibitor. Even if they don't end, they want that inhib. There's no way Lotus's Angels actually defend this. They're trying to go for the GP here. Well, their base
They don't.
falls.
Base? Hello? Base? Bad?
They can't really fight that base, so maybe they think they have maybe get a bit
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
else.
over, I think.
But yeah, I think it's over. Renekton can't deal with this just with the Bork, and they're too late trying to chase around this GP. And it looks like Button Mashers are gonna make a good comeback here.
And it's 1-1.
Yep, there we go. GG. It again. This game was looking close right up until Button Masher just absolutely decimates the lead right around that Baron area where we saw Nunu kept getting caught alone, even though he was tanky. He wasn't around his teammates all the time.
Mhm.
So yeah, there goes the game. Look at that damage by the Diana though. We questioned his build, and this is his reply. Hey, Night Harvest.
Yeah, that damage, my god, off the charts, man.
Yeah, the stats are actually crazy for the Diana, and Button Mashers make a good comeback, solid comeback here. And we can see the graphs here. Look at that.
Holy
graph.
shit, the Diana damage.
The Diana damage.
Meanwhile, Angel also
Oh.
trying his best to keep up with the Diana.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's actually kept up with the rest of the enemy team, but the Diana is such an outlier here. And we'll be back very, very soon with game number 3, the deciding game here. 1-1 for both sides, and it's looking to be a great finals. And yeah, that's game number 2, and I think we've seen enough of the post game.
And how many minutes of break do we have?
We're gonna have
Okay, we'll be back after 10 minutes, guys. Stay tuned to watch the game 3, the finals
deciding
of.
game, the final game of SMG Bidwars. So yeah, stay tuned and signing out for now. Hey, hello, and welcome back to the last and final game of the best of three, 1-1 so far, with Lotus's Angels and Button Mashers are facing off against each other. And we're straight into draft. We see Diana and Wukong ban. And no surprise with the Diana ban there.
Yeah, after last game,
Yep.
sounds rough.
Very rough. The Diana was so lethal. And we see Caitlyn and Zaya banned. GP also taken
Okay,
away.
GP got taken away. Okay.
That's the fun part about this best of fives and best of threes. You get to see this, like, the drafts change as the game goes on.
And
I
we could
thought
see
this
the
was-
extensive champion pool also.
Yeah, Angel Lotus this time takes the Kaisa away. He's like, you know what? I liked what that Kaisa did last game. I want to play her.
Okay, they take away Kalakata's Javan. Okay.
Jarvan comes through. Let's see what else. The first two picks for Button Mashers. What would you like to see?
Maybe pick an ADC here because they took a Kais already.
Maybe, yeah, a long range ADC might not be a bad idea. We see the Ashe coming in. It's a flex because Ashe support has been very popular, so
Yep.
we're not too
So
sure. that
let's
they're
just
ADC.
wait and find out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see much later in the draft to see what this Ashe is gonna be. As Lotus, Ramus Hammer. Interesting.
Okay.
There we go.
Ramus coming out from Kalakata. Okay.
Interesting. Ramus so early into the draft. Typically, you see Ramus when there's like 3 or more like melee AD.
Yep.
This might not be the best pick because they might just shift to AP now. But let's see what happens.
Why not? Black Thief. Okay. Akama support. Okay.
Ramus might be mid lane. We don't know yet.
Maybe not, because we know Black Thief is a Z and a brand player, so his champions are up. So I
Let's
don't
see
think
what
Karma
happens.
could be a mid lane potential here.
Maybe we can finally. Yep, it's Ash AD carry with the Brom lock in that verifies
Mm-hmm.
it. Second round of bans coming in. Right now, I think we're gonna see some top lane hits because top hasn't been picked on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Top or mid band still from now?
yeah,
Yeah.
mid bans maybe. Let's see how they decide to pinch the champ pool. There we
The
go. They
brand.
pick
The
out the
brand taken
brand.
away.
Brand Holy Ghost couldn't really impact his team too much because of how the game played out, but
Mm-hmm.
is actually super super strong. Can like
Yep.
destroy team fights given the right situation.
Exactly.
And you never want to give Holy Ghost his pocket pick like that again and again.
Yeah, of course not.
So let's see what else bans. Silas again. That seems to be a staple ban for Lotus's Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Just perhaps a pocket pick on that side, or doesn't like facing up into the Silas. He is very strong right
Oh,
now.
here comes the
There you
Z brand.
go. Zed
The Z
and
and brand taken away from Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost. Yep. It actually not a bad Z angle if Ash is gonna be like our main carry. Zed can
Mm-hmm.
just delete the Ash.
Exactly.
So let's see what else ban comes through. There we
A
go,
Yon
Yon.
brand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They did not like that Diana Yon from last time.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Three
My
bans
God.
from last game. They just did not like that team comp at all that they faced. So they are forcing them to come up with new picks. Let's see what they are. We still have yet to see the top laner. Camille
Oh,
comes
Camille
in.
picked. Okay.
I don't
A blind Camille.
know if
Could
that's the
this be
best
a
idea.
Jax? Could this be a Jax from?
Well, they could like counter it with the Jax. They all also have a Rama, so but Camille Q is true damage. He can shred through it with Divine.
Okay,
Whoa,
well,
well,
cost coming from Holy Ghost and a top lane pick here from Alpha Edge.
now wouldn't it be great if it was Karma mid lane and Vel'Koz support?
Yeah, for sure. But
Double love them.
oh my God.
Unlikely. There we
Oh,
go. Sion
Sion.
Camille. Camille
Okay.
actually likes these kind of matchups usually
Yeah, for
because
sure.
the
Camille getting onto
Q2.
the Divine Sundarer and just
Yep, the
mashing tanks.
Q2 with Divine
Mm-hmm.
Thunder is devastating. But it is a pretty safe pick in general, though. Can just cruise out the lane phase, just take CS, and become this monster in the late game, just unkillable. Fizz, hover, and there we
A
go,
fist
Fizz
pick.
lock in. They have a very dive heavy comp with the
Mm-hmm.
Jarvan, Camille, Fizz. Brom can actually jump onto these divers and provide that support that they need.
I
And,
still do feel the red side have a better team this time.
yep. On the other side, the Ramos is an interesting choice. It was a very early Ramos. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's the best spot for Ramos
Not
in
the best
general.
one this game.
Yeah, perhaps not. Let's see if we can make it work. It's still decent into Jarvan and can be good into Camille if she doesn't have Q2. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
not the worst. And we have a Kaisa as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Vel'Koz for the long range AP.
Yep.
But he has to be careful when he's ulting his stationary. That's prime target for the Fizz and the Camille.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how it
Sensing,
plays out.
what role do you main?
Oh, me, like now here's the thing. I
Uh-huh.
love playing supports with my friends and like if I'm playing with a team. But in
Uh-huh.
solo queue, I just cannot climb playing support. So in solo queue, I
Uh
play Malzahar or Garen.
okay. Okay. So mid or top, I'd say.
Yeah, mid or top in solo queue, but I'm a support main
Oh,
in
that's good.
actuality. Yeah, my favorite champion is probably Nautilus. How about you?
Nautilus. Okay. I for now favor Diana.
Ah, nice. So jungle main, or do you play her in
Yeah,
lane?
jungle main, jungle main.
Ah, I've seen a few Diana lanes. They're pretty scary.
Yeah, of course.
Man, Diana can actually just turn a game so quickly.
Yeah, man. Like with just one ulti, you can turn the whole game down.
Yep. And if you get ahead with the Nashor Stone, oh, the DPS is crazy.
Yeah. You can honestly vary into different building paths, but yeah,
Yeah, there's quite a few some options you have on Diana. Well,
Mhm.
obviously we saw how much damage Diana could do last time. Banned away this time, and I don't know. Lotus's Angels. I understand what the comp is trying to do, but I just don't think Ramos fits into that. And I'm a bit worried about this Ramos pick. I think Button Mashers, the team is more cohesive. It has an
Mhm.
identity. They want to engage onto you, just fight you in their face. Let's see if they can
Yep.
manage to do that. The Ash
True.
ulti will
True. True.
also be important and how that can affect it. And yeah, I don't know. The Ramos was a bit weird, honestly. Second picking in, completely blind.
Mm, I don't. If you think about it, Vel'Koz can't be engaged so easily,
Yeah, he
like
is
into
pretty
the
rough.
champs. You know.
Yeah. He might just be something like a disengage where he's just using his alt and taunt to cause disruption on their engage.
Mm-hmm. And since they have an Ash, we could see a potential of a lot of Ash ults into play, which turns into team
Yeah,
fights.
Ashot's kickstarting of team fights is always something that we need to look out for. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's why in Pro she's been so used as a support because her cooldowns are low enough where you can just permanently throw out your slows. Your ult is on such a low cooldown. You have that global vision. Very
Yeah,
useful as a
for
support.
sure. And when they build the Axiom arc and a
Oh
lot
my
of CD, you can just keep spamming ults, man.
god.
My God.
Lucidity boost, Axiomark, and Mandate. Hate that. Well,
Oh
we
my
are
God.
winding down on the spectator delay. We'll be getting onto the loading screen very soon and bring you this third game. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it along with your friends as we get into the loading screen very soon. And we'll jump onto the Rift as soon as we can. So, Ash, who are you
Yep.
thinking is going to win?
Uh, I feel uh the red side have a better chance due to draft, but we'll see how they play into
Yeah,
the comp.
play
Yeah.
into this comp and can they draw out their comp strengths? Let's see if we have any interesting summoner spells or masteries. Nothing really to speak of. Everything is pretty standard. Yeah, pretty standard stuff so far. But Scion with the grasp instead of the
Mm-hmm.
phase rush.
Yep. And if you see, the blue team has no dash champs into J4, so J4 could seem very
Yep,
vital this game.
not just J4. Remember Camille as well as Phase.
That sounds so disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah, if they can coordinate that, that's gonna be very devastating.
A
I think.
proper engage from the red side would
Yep.
mean a team fight win. So yeah, we'll see how they play out and how they play their lanes out.
As we get onto the rift, level ones, let's see if we can find any shenanigans as any level one invades come through. Neither team is particularly strong on the level one invade, but Braum on the level one though. If you
Yeah,
can
the
get
Braum passive
one or two of those passives, and it's
and
dangerous
boom.
territory. Looks like they're just
It's
holding
just
on.
a casual. Okay, the fizz. Oh, trying to get a ward.
Yeah, just scouting it out, trying to land a deeper ward in.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else seems very standard. 5-point entrances for both sides. Nobody really wanting to. Oh, late invade, maybe Alpha Rage.
Okay, Invoker, are you AFK?
Invoker.
He walks in and walks out.
Completely
Oh my
AFK.
God.
Just exhausted. First blood.
Blood
for
goes to Angel.
Oh, Invoker,
We
what are
don't.
you doing?
Oh no, we don't want to see that this early.
Yes, it's the final game. You have to be focused.
Oh my God.
They're actually sitting on a ward. I don't think they realize. You can see Karma actually walking up again, maybe trying to harass them a bit more or trying to see if they're back. That first blood is gonna hurt when Angel Lotus actually manages to get a recall.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep,
can
for
see
sure.
Karma guys is actually going back in. They want to try something else. They're not done. Maybe they're trying to look for
Oh
blue
my
still
God.
doesn't get it.
No,
Alpha takes a
this
good chunk.
Kama just pokes them out and gets off. Yeah.
Yeah. So trying to assert the Karma Kaisa dominance in the early game, which is actually what they should be doing into the melee support like Braum. Trying
Yeah,
to harass,
Tom has
trying
no
to-
priority for sure.
Yeah, trying to harass, trying to crash as much as they can. And we see the top lane farm first. Camille can't really
for
do it
sure.
early. What we talked about, chunking him out. So in the early game, Sion is fine. Should be just stable. Nothing really. So no calls this time around. Going for standard way. Alpha Rage might have stepped
Okay.
up too far. Misses the Q there.
Okay,
Taking a
they
good
do
jump.
get level 2 first, but
Yeah. Angel
can
Lotus
they get
stepped
something off
up.
it?
They're just
Okay, Angel.
Peters just takes
Oh
out the
my
Braum,
God.
executes him. He's here with the vengeance. He got pretty
He-
unlucky last game, and he's
Last
just
game,
I'm
yep.
gonna prove
Kills
what my
not going
caliber
into
is.
him last game, but
Yep.
kills are like piling up for him this game. Let's see
Yes,
how this goes.
game, he's just taking it in his own hands. If you're not gonna give it to me, I'm gonna make my own kills. And there we go. The commune pressure starting to come through a little bit, stacking a big wave. Sion just has to be patient, wait it out, let the wave come into him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Exactly.
Holy Ghost just trading it out mid-side. Until Fizz gets out, I think there isn't much threat on him.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as that ult comes in though, Fizz,
Yeah, Fizz can just one-shot the Vel'Koz.
yeah, and the dynamics of the lane completely change. It goes from Vel'Koz controlling the waves to Fizz. Completely.
To be honest, similar to last game, where the Yon can just all-in the brand, and similarly
Yeah.
Fizz can all-in the Vel'Koz. Unless
Yeah.
Vel'Koz plays a stopwatch play, you know?
Stopwatch play or like has like a really good knock-up play. And maybe he can survive. Even now, Summoner Name not afraid to proc that electrocute and just jump out. Putting some pressure onto Holy Ghost, keeping him alert. Making sure this CS isn't easy. And topside, like I said, Camille has damage early, but Sion can hold more than hold his own. Until he
Yep,
gets
for
that
sure.
Divine Sunder, he's fine. And yeah, that's about it. Drake should be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, 45 seconds. You can see some vision being put down already by
The Braum.
button mashers with Braum and the Jarvan. Sorry, I just got the name just slipped my mind.
Nah, it's all good.
I'm like, wait, what is the champion? So yeah, we can see actually Alpha Rage and Lotus holding the wave kind of close to tower.
Mhm.
Not really wanting to
Javan
put down.
staying there patiently, looking for a bot gank, hoping Kaisa and Kama step up.
That's very smart, good awareness of enemy jungle positions to not just walk up and because naturally that's what they would be looking to do. Like I
Yeah,
said,
for sure, something like this. And yeah, Javan's right here.
Jarvan's right
And-
here, but might be too late.
Okay, that's an
Jarvan
insane
got
knock up.
Alpha Rage gets the shield though. Ramos trying to create space, but Ash in the early game is so deadly with the slows. Flashes in,
Okay.
gets taken down, but they're so low.
Low. Okay, Javan goes back in and gets another one.
But now
That's
Fizz
a-
is
okay,
here.
the Fizz is
They
bought.
missed. Ramos actually wanting to get through the Braum, gets the taunt down, wants to get him out, but
Can
Braum
he?
walks
Oh
away.
no.
Jarvan is here now. Can Kalakata do something? Dodges away from the Braum queue. They're so low. Just they
Low.
He just needed one more person here to get 2 kills,
Oh my
but
god.
in the end, it's Button
goes
Mashers
down.
that come out ahead. Yeah. Man, Angel Lotus
Okay.
survived for so long, but Ash
but
can
He Ash
continue
low,
his
man. Holy
W.
shit.
Yeah, that's so
That's
hard
a bit
to deal with.
disgusting, yeah.
Especially if you're someone like Kaisa without a built-in dash. You
Mhm.
do have a
Yeah.
dash on your E, but it's not like very long where you can just get away from it. And if he has lethal tempo proc, it's such a long range slow as well.
Yeah,
Very
for
well
sure.
played, very well positioned by the Ash to pressure Angel Lotus, even
Mhm.
when he had 3 kills.
I like how the Javan played out the last fight
Yeah, the double
Double
knock
knocking
was
up.
neutral.
and then going back in for the karma. My god, very well played by the Javan.
But now we can see Alpha Rage and Angel Lotus, as soon as they know Jarvan's not here, once again they push and poke out this Ash again and again. Look at
Ooh,
look at where Kaisa is. We got a gank.
Yeah, we
there.
saw Angel walk up and ward the blue buff.
Oh, the Holy Ghost just straight out the face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he didn't have any stacks on, so I don't think that was lethal. Here comes the Camille though. Al spreads him in place, but Fizz misses ultimate, so I
Mr.
don't think
Salty,
there's gonna be lethal there.
any little there. Yep.
Ooh, that was very close. Fizz almost gets that Camille out's assistance to guarantee the out. Just out of range, very unfortunate. And now that they know Fizz is in the mid lane, Camille isn't anywhere near. Again, Angel Lotus trying to push it in as fast as possible, as quick as possible.
Yep. And yeah, I think bot lane has prio and even mid lane has prio now, and I think Angel's Lotus can get the dragon. Yeah. Yeah, they're looking for the dragon right now.
Yeah, that they are. Let's see what happens.
Okay, the Jarvan's going mid. Okay, it's
I think it should be
going
pretty
mid.
free. I'm pretty sure. the
Yeah,
Jarvan
free
is-
dragon. Oh, they get spotted now, but can the Jarvan do anything about
I
it?
think it's too late. I don't think Jarvan should. Actually,
they
no,
are
they're
collapsing.
Gets the
Oh
stun
no,
down.
Angel!
Angel has to
Angel's
get
gone.
stunned
The
again.
Braum passive!
He's
Oh my
so
god.
low. He's taking the fight to DPS as much as possible. Ash guiding it out.
Okay,
Jarvan
Ash
is
guiding out.
really
Okay,
low.
you do not want to hit the Bramble West Ramus right now, Ash?
Jarvan actually EQs out, but they're so low. Ramos gets the double knockup, but Braum goes out there. He's so low as well. Angel Lotus stood his ground there, even with 1 HP. Stood his
Oh.
ground to get as much DPS
Much as
down
he
as
can.
possible. Right before he falls. If Angel survived there, just maybe 1 or 2 seconds more, all three of them get wiped out there. The
Ooh, we
fight-
can see the Ash opting for a shield bow this game.
I don't mind that. Does reduce
He's
the
against-
damage, though.
I mean, he is against Sion Ramus. I think the best thing would be Krakenborg.
Yeah, Krakenborg. Maybe he's just not feeling safe, not. Maybe he's paying respect more to the burst of the Kaisa along with the Holy Ghost.
Well caused,
combo,
yeah.
Maybe Shield Bow into Bork into Dominic's will be fine, and maybe that's his reasoning. But yeah, I do think Kraken into Bork into Bloodthirster, he still gets the shield and he has
Mhm.
Kraken.
Yep.
So perhaps an itemized is a mistake. Let's see what he does though. He hasn't committed yet. He just
Yep,
gets
let's
chucked
see how they play it
so Alpha Rage doing a good job of keeping the Ash at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
They're denying as much CS and EXP as they can. They're standing so far back. They're very scared of this all-in coming in. Understandable. Kaisa A6 has ultimate. Alpha, every time Ash gets in range, he's
Just
forward.
goes to RQ, RQ.
RQ, Mantra Q on cooldown. Jarvan is in the area though. Let's see if they can do something about it. But look at
Maybe
how
they could-
far back Ash has to stand. Oh,
Okay.
outplanned
The Fizz with the all-in?
almost. But not enough damage yet. Just
Yep.
letting Holy Ghost know. Keeping him aware that this is a
You
possibility.
could be Dove. You could be Dove, bro.
Yep. Now
Okay.
Just
Jarvan-
Jarvan out
Okay,
of
just
nowhere.
nowhere.
Just EQ out the Holy Ghost and Holy Ghost falls. But on the other side, Angel Lotus, as soon as he sees Jarvan in the mid lane, goes super aggressive to try and push this matter. Has to back out. Oh,
Okay.
never mind. Actually, Alcid takes someone out 1-for-1. And it's Braum that gets the kill crucially.
And
it's
not the
Angel that
Ash.
gets- Yep. So it's a very good trade there. Angel actually hyper aggressive this game.
This is actually so worth for Angel, to be honest, because they
Oh,
get a huge
wow.
wave in there.
Sion just comes in here. Ramus
Okay.
fighting Camille. I don't think
Okay,
he
the Jarvan gets the Herald.
Yeah, but they're just tanks. They don't have the damage here, and it was 3v2 to begin with. Now it's 1v3. Let's see how much time Black Thief can buy here. They're actually letting him go because
Okay.
they think the respawns are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Black Thief now chasing in, but I don't think they.
I don't think they can catch them. Yeah.
Yeah, hook shot Camille and then Fizz has E. So.
Yeah, there's no way they have stable CC also.
never
Okay.
mind.
Can he actually kill the Sion?
I think he can. Sion built armor. He doesn't really have MR, but he just has a good.
Does
enough
escapes
HP.
with the shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he has enough HP to just get away from that. It's good thing he has grasped this game. He would have died there without the grasp's extra healing and
Yep.
stuff. And let's see. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe the phaser should have let him just walk out.
Yeah, very true.
Hindsight is
Mm.
50, I guess.
Do we see? I talking about items. We see
No.
Kaisa with the Kraken already, and Fizz with the Void Stuff already.
So it's like some mythics are starting to come through now for all sides. You can see Goldringer completed for Jarvan. And
Mhm.
Ramos went for the Brahma first, so his mythic will be a bit delayed. I think he's going for Thornmail first item.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, top laners still don't have mythic. I think Camille has it on the back. No, she does not.
No, she doesn't.
Alright, so now Angel
A little bit more, and Camille can, 1v1
Yeah.
the Scion.
one will the Siren pretty easily if he plays it out correct. Angel is actually very ahead of the Ash right now with the Kraken complete. So they should be looking for fights. Alpha Rage trying to get aggressive but gets chunked out. Good positioning so far. There we go. Angel Lotus not afraid. Just
Doesn't
autoing
give
over and over.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yep. Stacking up the lethal.
Not giving them any space to breathe. But Alpha Rage tanks the
Okay, the
ultimate.
Pro multi.
Raw multi as well. Angel Lotus now getting chunked down. Alpha Rage
Oh
blocking
no.
best as they can. Angel has to flash out. But now look at the dive coming through. Fizz is here. Jarvan is here. Actually survives the Fizz for a really long time. Angel just needs a bit of mana, but nope.
But
Fizz just ults and he's gonna die. Holy Ghost just comes in, channels his ultimate, but Braum is here. Braum passive being stacked, exhaust being there. Jarvan ultimate there. Bro, Ramus trying to do best as he can to survive, but no, he falls as well. What a brutal fight. Top side, they're still fighting. Oh my god, Ash. What a good fight.
My god. All this going through. We see Jarvan getting the dragon right now. Yeah. And
Angel was ahead, but I think he pushed it a little too much.
a little too much, but yeah, now almost 4 lanes are ahead for the red side, and let's see how Angel can try to carry his team.
Yeah, he
Let's
was 3-0, now it's 4-4, so
Mhm.
bit of unfortunate events going on.
Yep.
He is trying to leverage his lead and expand it as much as possible, but the play is just not working in his favor.
Yep,
Especially
very
that last
true.
one. He got too close to them. Like this is what he
But-
was trying to do all the time. Just be close to tower, target them with Q, chunk them out, but he just got just barely out of position and that gets
Mhm.
punished immediately.
But I think this is a very, very tough game for Angel to play out with a Camille ulti, Jarvan ulti, Fizz ulti, Ash ulti. A lot of things that could go on to him, and there's no any stable CC for the blue side to latch on to a Fizz or Camille. So it's a
Yeah,
very
that's
tough game
true.
for Angel to play out.
Yeah, we haven't seen any even small size skirmish team fights. It's always been 2v2, 1v1s.
Yep,
Let's
very
see
true.
how Angel can play these fights out. But here you see Camille now is being the aggressor because he has that defense under and wants to use that. See, the trades are getting easier. Right now, it's still being very even. Sion doing a good job running away. But there we go, Q2. Ult goes down. Sion procs his shield. Waits for the ult to fall. Does fall. But now Gordon Ramos is blocking his way. Again, another stun. Sion flashes. Camille flashes after him and falls as well.
Falls down.
Lotus is on a lot.
Meanwhile, in the bot side, okay, there has been a pause, I think.
No, I think it's spectator debug. Yeah, we're gonna see that again. The Sion walking away from this Camille, but just
Camille
barely
with the flash
time.
Q.
Yep, and here they want that dive, but they have Lotus's angels are nearby where that doesn't matter. Angel Lotus uses the cleanse to get away from the stun, but then Fizz jumps in and just absolutely deletes the Kaisa. That's
My
what we're
God.
worried about. And that's exactly what happens. And
Bro, I
now-
just feel Jarvan is an insane pick here. The champs can't do anything into the Jarvan here.
Jarvan is actually a very, very strong jungler that people, I feel like, especially in SEA, are not playing as much as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ramos takes a... Gordon Ramos, I shouldn't say Ramos. Gordon takes a small little turret shot there, but he's fine. Nothing worry
It's
about.
fine. Yep, very true.
So again, the game kind of goes into a pause, or not exactly a pause state, a sort of
Delayed state, yeah.
break between actions. But the gold lead is 5k. Oh, it's 4k, almost 5k here.
Mm-hmm.
At 16 minutes, we've seen this before, Ash. Last game.
Yep, last game, and here both the teams have each like one dragon each. So let's see what they do in the next dragon fight. Yeah,
Yeah, Lotus.
and
is
yeah,
in
it
good.
seems to be a Chemtech Soul.
That's good. That's good. Lotus's
That-
Angels really need a few plays to go in their favor now.
Yep.
Something proactive, or catch someone out, or do something unexpected that they're not like looking out for. 'Cause I don't know what else they can do to.
A lot of
This
bounties on the red side. So if Angel could cash all of them in, maybe he could carry this game out. Yeah, we'll see how it go through.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Now more fighting around vision control and warding. No one really comfortable to start a full-scale fight here. Again, they're just bouncing waves, looking for vision and opportunities. Herald is up now.
Javan's going for the Herald here, looking
Yeah,
to get
I
the
don't-
Herald and maybe push into Inip, maybe?
Maybe we don't really have much more that can happen out of this. They are supposed to go this Herald. Camille is heading down. Sion right behind him. Ashnalty lands. Let's see what they can get.
Okay,
They're on
Camille
the
onto the
counter.
Kaisa. Sion
Kaisa
following up.
taken
Okay.
Very low. Angel Lotus.
Angel is playing this very
kiting
well,
it out
huh?
as much as he can. Ram was creating space for his team, but Ash here with the slows. Jarvan with the EQ again, but misses Angel Lotus. But
Oh
then
my
Angel
God,
Lotus
the
gets
fizz.
completely taken out by the fizz. Holy Ghost not being able to do anything. Sion, the last person standing, but does fall eventually. Wants to
Fall
get one
down.
dead. Terex is forced to flash. That's at least one good thing out of that fight. Angel Lotus tried so hard and positioned so well to try and get this fight in favor of his team, but there's so
It
many
wasn't
things
possible
flying
at all.
at him. So many dangers flying at him. He dodged out the Camille, but then immediately gets blown up by the fizz.
Well, there's not so much you can do this game, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe Lotus needs the E2 evolve where Kaisa can turn invisible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Maybe that could change something, but we'll see how they play it out with Dragon spawning. And can they take the fist down? Oh, okay. Okay, Camille and Brom here to save the fist. Okay, the Camille might be taken down. Yeah, Camille is taken down and goes to Angel. The shutdown goes to Angel, and yeah. Sion TP's in for the Drake, preferably. Yeah.
For the Drake and to give some backup, strength in numbers.
And is there a bounty on this Drake? I think there is a bounty on this Drake. So bounty is going on to the blue side. Sounds good for Angel's team, and let's see how they play this out.
Like I was talking about, Angel's team just needs that one good thing to click, or else they're just gonna slowly lose out on this game. Because the previous few proactive plays, it didn't exactly go in their favor, and they're down on gold right now, and quite a bit of kills. So what do you think, Ash? What should they do now? How do they come back out of this deficit to try and win the tournament?
I think all they can do is try to pick one out and play. I don't think they win team fights at all, because you know what could go into Kaisa, because Fizz ulti, Ash ulti, Javan ulti, Camille ulti. There's not so much you can do as a Kaisa this game, so maybe just pick one out and play. Yeah, team fights are a bit too rough to play against that team as a Kaisa.
Yep. So let's see what can happen now. The game is slowly getting out of control here. What do you think?
Yeah, slowly going out of Angel's hands, but
Again,
Maybe-
Kaisa is a hard carry, so let's see how far he can take his team here. Ash ulti lands Jarvan looking for an engage. Doesn't want to engage the Ramus. And that buys them enough time. But
the Sion getting
Sion
caught.
is in the wrong side of the map. I don't know if he has flash. He does chooses not to flash the wall at all. He could have flashed behind onto his team, no?
The Camille's ulti was there, so I don't think he can catch down.
Oh no, Holy Ghost.
Okay, the Jarvan?
Jarvan goes in, but he's stuck there. The Ramus tries to roll away, can't really. Angel Lotus now. The carry left.
Oh, the Jarvan going in, killing Angel and the Velcos. Oh my god, so very well played by the Jarvan.
Just goes in, takes out the threats, and now there's nothing he can do. And yeah, Angel Lotus not being able to carry out his team, not being able to do what he needs to do. On the other side, though, Red, they are just winning out on all the plays that they make. Especially this Ashe using her long range to keep slowing people in team fights.
Man, this is such a rough game for the blue team.
Yeah, I feel bad for Angel. He's been trying so hard to like be aggressive, be more proactive, do something with his lead, which I respect.
Well, I think the game is a very tough state right now, and yeah, hope Kaisa could get a few items and maybe try get back into the game. We see Kaisa opting for the Wits End now, seeing the Fizz dealing a lot of damage.
So yeah, the game keeps on going right now. Ash, what do you think? How does the game break open once more?
I just feel there's going to be a team fight in the next Dragon. Until then, people are just going to keep farming. And through the team fight of the Drake fight, we'll know who's going to get the Baron. And from there, we'll see how the game progresses. Yeah?
Yeah, I think that is the play. Neither team seems to be particularly interested in having a full-on team fight outside of objectives. And let's see how that goes. They are clearing out some vision. Fizz perhaps looking at Baron, but no, none of his teammates are nearby. Just gathering some space and some intel on ward placements.
Yep. We can see people resetting for the Dragon, which is up in a minute. So yeah, we just see the two top laners being top. Oh, the Fizz actually trying to collapse on the Sion maybe. Or he gets spotted on vision, I think.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, the game is still holding pretty stable.
Ooh, okay. I think there's a possibility for the blue side to just do Baron while they do. I mean, do Baron while they do Drake. Because I've seen Angel do a lot of calls like this even in the previous tournaments. So we'll see how this goes.
Angel Lotus's team doesn't have a chance here. They do. They just need to find those angles. They need to find.
Okay.
Right as I say that, Ramos walks into on the bush, doesn't realize what's happening, but he's so tanky, and there was just 280, not enough damage there to actually do anything meaningful to him. Takes the Honeycomb anyways, and Dragon spawn. Let's see if Ramos is willing to try and get a steal off here. You can see.
Meanwhile, the Sion is pushing top.
I mean, yeah, that's what they do, right?
Yep.
Oh man,
no, Angel.
For the fight, Angel can't really get in. On the other side, Ashe just chasing away this Ramos with the constant slows. And now I think
Camille going on to the Karma. Yeah, I feel, well, sorry to say this, but I feel that's game because they could just get Baron and maybe end off.
Let's see. Perhaps you are completely right. That can be a game-ending fight if capitalized on correctly. I will have to apologize. I will be AFK for like 30 seconds. I will be right back. Apologies everyone watching.
So we see the red side getting the Baron, and hopefully they all reset and play together to get an inner, most probably. And from there on, maybe pick a fight and end the game. Okay, the Fizz getting caught. Oh no, he just eased away, so it's fine.
Apologies there, Ash. I cut my finger just along my fingernail. Just had to get some.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah. No, it's just a small cut. Just
and it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, right now the goal lead is pretty insurmountable. I think it's pretty much in the bag for button mashers.
Yep, very, very true.
Unless they like mess up really bad and Angel Lotus can do something heroic to bring his team closer, but right now it's seeming very far away for Lotus's Angels.
Yep, very, very true indeed.
They're moving on to their enemy's territory jungle, voting down vision and ensuring that they can choke out the enemy team, suffocate them into their base, and slowly but surely take them out. Oh, holy
It's
ghost!
throwing out the owl. Okay.
Just survives. Ramos is here to try and kind of get them away, get some control back in their own side of the map. Not really working. They're gonna transition into pushing the bot lane. Like I said, the Ramos second pick blind was not the
Not
best.
the best idea, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really doing much. I feel like a more traditional.
Okay, the
tank-
fist? Is the fist
Yeah,
caught here?
just trying the
No, he's
taunt.
out with the Z. Yep.
Yeah, the taunt wasn't
That's
timed
expected.
properly. He should have been spamming that to get it off right when the Zonya gets off, or like precast it to ensure that it goes off, and it doesn't. And Fizzman just walk away.
Yep. And Sion trying to do his stuff in the top lane while he can't get to any turrets because of Baron minions.
Yeah, so again, Ramos I think is getting caught. Jarvan,
Okay, the engage from the tower. Oh my god. Getting two people into the...
Yeah, then the Braum passives are being stacked out to absolutely everybody. They're having to flash
Angel has
away.
to flash away.
He's the last hope here for his team because they don't really have the damage. Holy Ghost not really online yet. I don't think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be way too long for him to come on. So it's gonna have to be Angel Lotus to try and get something.
He
They are
is
just
trying to kill the
falling
Kaisa,
down.
but that's a bit too hint, I'd say.
Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. The button mashers are pretty ahead now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just taking away enemy jungle camps, trying to deny as much gold and space
That's
they can.
possible. Yep.
Yeah, just I think they're just waiting for Baron buff if I'm not too mistaken, or maybe they just want the next break. They don't want to rush into it because the moment you start rushing is when you give
You
the enemy
start
an
throwing.
opportunity. Yep. They don't want to throw this. It is the grand finals. Taking it slow, which I respect. Alpha Rage trying to do what he can, claiming back some vision and territory. But if you see on the blue side minimap on their base, there is a tiny ward, I think.
Ward, yeah.
Their base. No one has cleared that. Alpha Rage just gets altered out by the Jarvan. He's gonna fall really, really soon. And that's that. Jarvan now just ulting onto people and hoping for the best, and looks like it's working.
Yep. He's a tanky boy too, so he won't get shred that easily.
And if they're not getting shred, then that's an issue.
Yep, for sure. And I think this should be a free Drake for the red side because I really don't think the blue side can contest this at all.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. They are in the area. Maybe they go for a steal or something. But Fizz is playing bodyguard. But no, nothing really happens out of it. They get the Drake, easy peasy. Just get out of there right after.
Yep, I think red side are just delaying until next Baron and maybe get a Baron and try to end off the game. Because why not?
Yeah, but with the goal lead they have, I thought they could just run through their base and nothing to stop
Honestly,
them.
they... Okay. The Fizz is on.
Finds Angel Lotus. Angel first of all, Fizz uses Zonya. He uses E to try and create more distance, but then there's
And
too much
Fizz is
smoke
good.
flying in and he falls.
But I really don't think that would change anything in this game because there are no objectives or... Yeah.
I'm sorry if we're being a bit quiet because nothing's really happening. They're just crashing in waves. They're very extremely ahead. As I say, they just goes in on the Angel Lotus, wants to take him down.
Oh my god, that guy...
Trying to see what he
Okay.
can do. The shielding
Honestly,
from Karma is too high.
are-
Angel will
They are
fall.
trying to pick one by one off because they're all mispositioning. So maybe this could slip away from the red side. Maybe a small chance, but
There
You
is
know?
always a chance, but it's seeming more and more unlikely as rounds go on and the time goes on.
Yep, very true.
Angel Lotus
Okay,
again. Oh no,
Jarvan getting caught.
Jarvan actually gets pulled back by the taunt there. Ash Arrow flies through. They're trying to keep the jungler alive. I think they can. Just Angel Lotus
Just
doesn't
by a bit,
have
just by a bit.
damage.
Okay, the Ram is trying to chase off.
Oh, this
Oh,
is a
he
mistake,
smites,
though.
but oh my
Smite
god.
doesn't give health anymore, so that's probably out of instinct. But yeah, these are the mistakes they need to avoid and not give up the skills, and that's really good by Jarvan to have survived that. But this
Okay,
gives them
Angel
tempo
is trying to
advantage.
turn this into a Baron because Jarvan's very low.
Yeah, it's a tempo advantage. They're trying to get what they can, but unfortunately, the enemy team is right there. Forces Fist to
Oh
go
my
in, and
god,
look
but-
at the damage. Immediately also almost takes an Angel from the fight, but he is here trying to do what he can. Javarati went
Okay.
down, Ghostlock went down.
Okay, Angel.
Really well.
Holy shit, Angel.
Angel trying
You
his
played her
best
so well.
to put the team on his back and just carry it. Angel finally re-enters the fight. Dumps all his spells.
Angel
down
is
on the
online.
ground.
Angel is online. No way. What are we watching?
Oh man.
This is a huge throw. So much going on to the blue side now. They get a free Baron. And yeah, looks like Tempo's back to the blue side now with the
Yeah.
Baron.
Tempo is definitely back, and if they can use this Baron to get some of the inner towers here, they can claw back some of that gold.
Yep, there are a lot of dead timers there. Only the Fizz is up, but they all decide to recall because they have
Yeah,
so much
there's
gold
no
to spend.
Yeah, there's no need to take a risk there because if you die, you're just losing out on the buff.
Yep, very true.
Immediately. And if you have like something ready at base, like an item, you have to go pick that up so that you can hit spikes, like power spikes in time.
Yep,
And yeah, right back onto farming. Angel Lotus actually had really good positioning there to try and carry out what the fight was, but then, oh, just so close. Yeah. Now Angel Lotus doing his best to try and keep this game alive as much as possible, clearing out waves, holding on to waves where he can, trying to
Yep.
go for these picks. But it looks like bottom bashers aren't interested in any of that. They're sweeping out vision. Perhaps they just want the Drake and
Yep.
get that buff and then play it nice and safe, nice and secure, without any mistakes.
yep, of course. We don't want to be throwing out a huge lead like that. Okay, they're all stacking.
Death brush.
Okay, but okay, they're flanking.
Very interesting positioning now. Oh, they go in, but
Or
it's the
they're going on to the Scion. I don't think that's a good idea. He's a chunky boy. Angel's zoned out from the fight. Angel's not even there. Okay, Angel tries to re-enter while the Ash
He's
just.
trying to just fight it out, but Ash is just sitting there, volley after volley, throwing down DPS as best as she
Oh
can.
no, Angel!
And Angel falls. There's just too much money.
This
in their
was such a
wallet.
bad fight.
Too much money in their wallets gets absolutely put down, and like yeah, that is the state of the game. Jarvan ulti comes through. Let's see if they can get it.
Yep, they get the karma and they could probably force an inhib into Soul.
Yeah.
I really don't think Vel'Koz can defend, even
No,
though
I
he
don't
has
think
Baron
so.
minions.
Even with Baron minions that we know Vel'Koz actually clears minions fairly easily and fairly well and fairly quick. But with so many Fed members running at him, I don't think that's a possibility.
Yep, and they're just safely going back to the Soul.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, it is a free Soul. And how long until Baron? Yeah, there's 3 minutes until Baron, and let's see what each teams do now.
Yeah, but I don't know why this game is being dragged on so much. They should have ended a long time ago given the amount of lead that they have generated.
Yep, that's very, very true.
So, whatever, we won't get into the semantics of it too much. Let's look at Angel Lotus's build. Actually has 4 items complete now. He does do a lot of damage, but the
Mm-hmm.
problem is you need to be alive to do that damage.
Yep,
He's
that's
just
very, very true.
deleted.
He's very close to the GA, and we
Yeah,
see
he needs that
we,
GA ASAP.
that we see
Because
Velkos building into decap, white stuff. Okay, whatever he wishes to first, maybe
yeah, whichever
maybe a
one he
decap.
wants to. I think it's gonna be white stuff personally, but whichever direction he chooses to go, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Let's see what can happen now. They actually held on to the base fairly well. Nothing really happened, even after those decisions.
Mm-hmm. Nothing even full, and Angel has the GA already. So let's see how he plays it out.
Yeah,
We don't want him to.
right now it's just Angel Lotus and Holy Ghost. I don't know. It seems like the Velcro's damage just right now isn't right there, you know?
Yeah, he does need the white stuff and the decap to maximize his damage. Yeah.
And as for the other defense against the Dark Cards, I don't think anyone wants to read all of that. So Angel Lotus is still has the chance. He is the hyper carry. We all know that Kai'Sa can hyper solo carry games 1v9. What do you
Yep,
think,
very,
Ash?
very
Do you
true.
think he can do it with along with his whoa, look at the size of
I still feel Angel has a chance to carry this out because he has a chunky Scion right in front of him, but we hope the Fizz and the Jarvan can't get into him.
Yep. Definitely.
Next fight is like very crucial. Whoever like gets the fight. Oh, as we speak, the Jarvan ults in to the Vel'Koz, and
Looks like what
very
can
eventful.
happen here.
They're all focusing on the Rambles.
Focusing
Okay.
on the Ramos, which is in the ideal target. Ash trying to do what he can. Not really happening. Angel Lotus still trying to survive. Doing what he can.
Angel
Doing as
hanging
much
on.
DPS as he
GA
can.
takes out the
GA
GA.
proc. But there is her
Yeah.
frontline here who is soaking up so many Ash autos, but there's
Oh my
just
god, very
way
well
too
played by the
much
Jarvan.
damage,
Yeah, that's too much CC
Angel
damage.
tried his best until the very end to kite it out.
Angel flashing out, ulting away, getting off his GA. He tried his best, but
Look at
It's
the health
GG,
bars,
man.
they're so low, but it's just that they're way too ahead in terms of gold, and Angel just does not have the damage here to deal with this, to get the kills that he needs for his team, and that is GG. It looks like Bottom Mashers are gonna be the champions of the SMG Bidwars. What a finals, a comeback, reverse of the best of three. They lost the first one pretty convincingly, but they made the correct adjustments to come back very strongly.
very well played by. I honestly
Look
think
at
MVP is
damage
the Jarvan.
area.
To be
Angel
honest,
Lotus tried really hard, and we can see that Ash has damage. But you are right. The damage, the not damage, the plays that the Jarvan was doing to set up his team, perfect.
but totally insane. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it from us from this tournament, and thank you SFG as well as everyone involved in the organizing to keep up these tournaments alive and keep our little community. We all know that there isn't a lot of us here to keep it alive and keep it active and playing these tournaments now that we have an official server. Hopefully we can have some more tournaments in the future. I'll be looking forward to it, and I always enjoy casting. And thank you, Ash, for being with me here for this
Thank you, Instinct.
finals.
Yep.
And I
This
think that's
it
all
was
from
really
us.
really fun.
If there's no other announcements to be made, keep an eye on the socials for any other tournaments and other announcements that can be coming from SMG. And I think that's it from us, and we will be signing off. It is quite late here. Any other announcements to be made?
Spartan.
Yeah, I think nothing is coming through. Thank you again from our streamers and everyone else involved, and see you guys next time.